Well, well, well! Good evening, lads, lasses, and you non-binary folk. How are we all feeling? Eh? Feeling spry, feeling chipper, feeling ready to drink copious amounts of alcohol? I certainly am. Oof, it's been one of those weeks, I suppose. Been one of those weeks. But yes, how are we all doing? Ooh, the crafting's working well today. It's always a good sign. Or a terrible sign, I don't know. Be not I to judge the whims and whimsies of fate and the computer. But I'm doing quite well, other than my wish to drink copious amounts of alcohol. Well, that's just getting into character for tonight's scream. You know. The character I made for the thumbnail. Oh, hello, Mac. How are you? It's evening, but yes, good morning for you, I imagine. Up bright and early, ready to start today's bender. Today's emotional roller coaster that is the succinct summation of all existence. Yep, just waking up, unfortunately. Good God, I've been hanging out with my friend too much. He makes those sort of jokes far too often. Sometimes makes you worry about him, honestly. This old bastard. Sick of everyone's absolute BS. Don't remind me. Yes, how unfortunate. Sick of everyone's BS, this old mate I work with right now. Makes those sort of jokes. I'm like, oh, don't sound too excited. They'll think you want to be here. And he's like, oh, they'll think I didn't want to wake up this morning if I have anything to do about it. Cheery fellow. You know, that's not a bad cosmopolitan. But yes, today, my poison of choice to match with our scream is another colourful drink. I've chosen to start with the brightly coloured Cosmopolitan. Travelling back to the 90s with Sex in the City and high-class rich women running around drinking themselves under the table with this drink itself. The era of the vodka and martini. All the people are fun to hang out with, especially if they don't care anymore. Oh, this fellow's he's a scream, that's for sure. But, you know, unfortunately for him, as old as I am, I'm one of his best workers. Because, you know, I actually have a bloody head on my shoulders. Don't know what these young'uns are bloody doing all the time. You'd think they'd want to be paid, but the way they act, whoosh. They certainly don't seem like it. We ask you to do one simple task, and they can't do it. One fellow recently turned up to work 2 hours late and left an hour early. We're dead on the inside. Oh, this fellow wasn't dead on the inside. He was a party animal. He was out going to his brother's party. Going to his brother's birthday. A birthday, which I remind you has been the same the whole year. But he didn't think to ask for a day off. He just decided he wasn't going to turn up. Decided to make his own hours, be his own boss. Well, oh, and then break the rules. I'll take the job if immigration is allowed. Well, it might be opening up. Honestly, mate. The fellow is... I can't believe someone would be so irresponsible. This is his livelihood. And he turns up 2 hours late to a shift, doesn't dress in his uniform, and breaks health and safety rules. Sounds like he wants to break his back, shatter some poor lady's spine with his irresponsibility. Ugh. It blew me away. Blew me away. Store's in a state, I'll tell you that. But, you know, it's not all his fault, I suppose. Most of that was his fault, but other than that. The fact we even gave him the ship was not his fault. He should have just asked to get it off a week before, rather than after the shift was about to start. That was the problem. Like he was trying to think up an excuse. Anyway, enough about me complaining about people not doing their job. I've been doing that all week. But yes, anyone bring any fun poisons? See, I brought, as I said, the Cosmopolitan from Sex and the City fame. A fabulous drink, and the one I've made is not too bad. I think I kind of made it up along the way. I believe a lot of them use citron vodka, you know, lemon vodka. I didn't. Very irresponsible. Party after work is done. Yeah, that's right. You work hard, and you party later. That or you have a mullet, so you can have work in the front and party in the back. Ever heard that? Is that phrase elsewhere in the world? Mullets. I assume you all know what a mullet is. But the phrase, you know, mullets, party in the front, business in the front, party in the back. More water, maybe some coffee from Indonesia. Specific. These beans come from Indonesia. Ooh, fancy. It is, unfortunately. They're coming back in Australia, coming back with force. Gah. I thought I'd escape those things in the bloody early, what is it, the early 2000s, were they popular? I can't remember when bloody mullets were popular. They were always popular amongst a certain subset. But, yeah, you gotta escape them, unfortunately. I thought I'd escaped them. Did just come back from there. Fair enough. Got a like on the tweet. Very nice. Oh. I don't know if you saw it, but the picture that I made for tonight's stream, I'm very proud of the work I did. I cut out the thing, I did all this stuff. I even found a font that looked the 80s, early 90s. Yeah, I can never remember. It's all fuses together for me. And honestly, being in Australia, the mullet never went out of style. You can't escape the bloody thing, especially in country towns or lower socioeconomic neighborhoods. That and rat's tails. You know, rat's tails, they're like a poor man's Padawan braid or whatever it is in Star Wars. Except it's called a rat's tail, because it looks like a rat's tail. Speaking of rat, God, I saw one. You see, I work at a store as a commercial cleaner right now, so I clean a lot of places. And I'm kind of a fixer-upper recently, because I've been working with the fellow and he knows I can do a job. The old mate of mine, he usually sends me around to fix up. Once I got my, back into the swing of things, he sends me around fixing up stores. And I usually work at one store, but for 2.5 weeks, the last couple of weeks, I was at another store, a nicer store, in a rich neighborhood. So, it wasn't too bad, I was just covering for someone. And, then I came back to the store that I was trying to fix up originally, and in 2 weeks, bloody place was a mess. The first thing I saw when I walked into this bloody place, a place that handles food, mind you, was a bloody rat. A rat! Can you believe it? I leave it alone for 2 weeks. And it's infested with rodents. I was half expecting a snake to turn up too. Have the whole, bloody train. A rat, a snake, a cat, some bird of prey. Actually, it would be a rat, a snake, like a crow, and then a cat. I'll leave them alone for 2 weeks. The bloody manager breathing down my neck about the bloody work health and safety hazard that was their store. It's not shut down. Fortunately, it's a bit too big of a store for that. This is a big chain. Big chain in Australia. Handles food as a supermarket of a type. Big chain supermarket. I'm not going to say its name. But, no, it's one of the big ones. And, well... yeah... Luckily, it seems to be the same rat, so we may only have 1. Or 2, but if we have 2, we have a problem. But we've already called... at the beginning of the week, when I came back to the store, I went and called pest control, so it's fine. They should be in. They should have been in sometime in the few days. So don't you worry. I already called pest control. Unfortunately, it came out of some of the stock too, so it may have actually come out of the trucks. One of the delivery trucks may have had it. And it brought 1 rat. That or it snuck into the store, but it's a bit of a modernized area. It'd be hard to find one. Point is, Absolute. I walk in, I smell something dead, and I see a rat. I assumed there may have been 2 rats, and one got trapped. In a location I can't quite reach, which I'm gonna have to pull out next week. I'm not looking forward to it, honestly. But, you know, fun times, eh? Commercial cleaning is a hell of a ride. Did a great deal of commercial cleaning throughout my life. It's changed a lot, honestly. Got a lot more stricter these days. Oh, done a few stints. It's always my go-between career. Because once you're trained, you're sort of always trained and people will hire you no matter what. So when I was between jobs throughout my life, I always jumped back to cleaning. It's not a bad job. It's not a bad job. Certainly easier now. Now that I've got the power of headphones and AirPods. I don't have AirPods, but I have a pair of wireless headphones. I'm like one of those, because back in the day, they didn't care much. Once Walkmans and the like were brought out, and cassettes, and I think I did a few cleaning jobs like those. Well, there's a job and pay as pay, yes, and that's what this job is for. I called an old mate of mine so I could fund my trip to Japan next year, because I don't think my retirement fund is going to quite work for that one. And I'm going over there to work anyway, so it's a fun job though. It's not too bad. When music became easier to listen to, and I was between jobs back in the 90s. Going from one job to one professional career to another, I really enjoyed having some portable music. These days, though, I use the fancy new technology of phones and audiobooks. It's great. Though technically, it's breaking the rules, but don't tell anyone I told you that. These days, you're not allowed to listen to music, apparently. But yeah. It's good times, though. Good times. And it does pay well. It does pay well. For me, at least. Not for anyone else. Anyway. What was I doing? Yeah, we should probably get into this game pretty quick. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it last week, and I am curious to see how people will overstep our personal boundaries this time. It's amazing. This game almost seems to emulate what it's like to be a woman in the hospitality industry. I'm very proud of what I did for the thumbnail today, too. It's on the Twitter post as well. Sort of pixelated myself, found a font that looks like the font from the game, and made my classic catchphrase, "Hello, Lars," on the thing. So it's just Eric. "Hello, Lars." I should have done clue, 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 so that's like partway through the conversation. I was trying to think if I had any other catchphrases, and I probably do, but they were escaping my mind. Figured out what that Orvie doing. Let's just say he's doing very well now. Oh. Oh, is he now? I wondered. It seemed strange. I assume doing very well, you mean he jumped to one of the companies, correct? I feel like I should say it directly. I don't know why we're dancing around it. It's not like anyone else is going to see this, Mac. Certainly not an audience the size of his. But he jumped one of the companies, did he? Wouldn't surprise me. Fellow knew what he was doing. Very smart man. Jealous. I'm jealous of him, honestly. So I do like how you trade. Yes, Hollister. Ah, he's one of those fellas, is he? Is he the grey-haired one? I feel like I shouldn't be specific. I know I shouldn't be specific about these things. But is he the grey-haired one, or is he one of the others? Because if he's the grey-haired one... Oh, sorry, I'm tapping the mic. Yep, that's what I thought. I knew I was jealous of that bastard for a reason. I'm saying this because I was talking with my nephews, and it makes you realize no matter how old you get, you always get jealous. Second he played it out of... There you go. I've watched a bit of him, and he's the one... Honestly, he's the one that I'm most jealous of out of them. I'm not even jealous of the Australian. Because, man... That fellow... I was always jealous of that. I'll admit, he has some way of making this old man feel jealous. I don't know why he, and only he, out of many other people that I've seen, have ever made me feel kind of embittered by my lack of progress in this industry. I'm not even really focusing on doing anything, so of course I'm not going to have anything coming out of it. I'm just kind of doing what I want. But I don't know. He just does it and it's successful and it upsets me. I just don't know why he gets to me so much. And so I'm glad that the two people I was embittered by in my time are both the same person. Thank God. Yeah, I know, but I've got that... Unfortunately, I've already succeeded in one of my goals, my long-term goals, so I can't... I'll try that, but it'll be a while from now. I do want to. I got most of the way through an application, actually, a few weeks ago. But then, this whole thing with the Japan job came up. And so I kind of dropped everything for that. I sort of had everything written up and ready, and I overthink things. You see, I feel like, especially when it comes to applications, and it's because I've only really ever applied for career applications, job applications for companies, this, that, and the other. It's tough. It's tough doing that sort of creative application process. And I feel like I think the fun out of it. I just need to just do it, you know? Just let it flow. Let my adult brain figure it out. Speaking of adult brains, my psychologist I've been going to recently thinks I've been living with ADHD most of my life. Or at least he suspects it. We'll find out when I go back to him next and we do the diagnosis, but fun. Same. But I feel like I think the fun out of things sometimes, because I'm so all over the shop. It's hard to keep it down. And he was so, both him and he's just able to talk about his hobbies and be successful at it. He was so, in a few months as an independent VTuber, he exploded. But I hear he has, I think he mentioned that he had a career in marketing, so perhaps there's something to it. But I was always jealous of that fellow. I don't know why it got to me so much. It's only him. I see other VTubers being successful, and I find no issue with it. Just him. He's my bloody rival for some reason. I don't know why. It was strange. Maybe I should talk about it with my psychologist. Maybe we can think through this. That's why I pay the bloody fellow. But you see, on the internet, there's this person I'm exceedingly jealous of for no good reason. Show him up. That's the way of it, isn't it? But he's just so charming. It's just, you know, this may be also many undiagnosed problems, but I've never been a man of... I've overthought things, and I'll admit that I've never been a man of great confidence. You may not be able to tell that from how I act, but... An overthinker, an anxious man, a cautious fellow I am. So, I'll get around to that. What was I doing? I wonder if I still have that attached. We really need to play this game. Not at all. Was I gonna do this? Give me a moment. What's this? These are... What were the buttons that I used to was doing with this? Sorry, I've disappeared, haven't I? I've just remembered I was doing something with these, wasn't I? There was this whole hotkey thing. I'll talk about it later, but when I was looking at what I was going to do for the thing, I actually wrote out a whole skit. I wrote a whole skit. See, I'm planned. I like writing things down. Monologues. I was always very good at monologues. And so for mine, I'd actually written a skit. A skit about making a self-introduction, in fact. It's a bit of a meta skit. It's a bit, you know, holier than thou, up your own arse about it, eh? I wrote a bit of a comedy skit. I thought it would be fun, because, you know, I was just gonna do a normal introduction, but made me realize how little I'm good at marketing myself. You know, you'd think I'd be better at it considering how many job applications I've done in my time. But then again, most of the job applications I did were from sort of positions of advantage, I suppose. I used to get jobs through connections and knowing people and charming people in person, not really relying on the application as much as my personality once I met the person. So it makes me realise how little skill I have. And also in Australia, marketing yourself in that way never really worked when I was a younger man. The whole tall poppy syndrome was quite serious here. And it still is, in a bit. You need to toe a very fine line between marketing yourself and being a tall poppy. Because many Australians don't take very well to arrogance. A lot of people say they don't, but you've not seen Australians tear people apart that they perceive as arrogant. Not a good time. But yes, it's interesting. Oh, this is all very fascinating stuff. Good old Hollow Stars, eh? I knew there was a reason why I didn't like him. I knew it. Knew it. Him just sitting there talking about his hobbies. One of them being tea. How dare he take my thing? I drink tea. Don't you know that only one person can do it at a time? Yeah. Only one person can have that hobby. But yes. Got to me a lot more than I thought. But I admit that's on me. I'm self-aware to understand that it's purely selfish envy. And perhaps that shows there's some heart in this after all. That's what envy shows in some ways. That you do want something out of it. But it won't be a while before we need an alcohol person now. We already do in the independent sphere. They have that sort of Takashi sort of bartender fellow that does all the interviews with people. On his bar thing. Not many of the big companies, I don't think, though. But you do have alcoholics in the big companies. Not people whose thing is based around alcohol. Anyway. One thing I am more upset by. This is just a side note. I'm never going to start this game. This always happens. It's already 30 minutes in, isn't it? 22. Somebody who actually makes tricks. Does he not? That's a shame. Oh, and also Ribeiro, one of the Hollow Stars Japanese fellows. Fun fellow. He's also a bartender character, isn't he? Old, waistcoat, up drunk, made to the nines. But yes, it is very uncommon for one to make drinks. But what I am upset by, and it's something that I understand is something they just do, but I wish the bigger companies would be a bit more creative with their character designs. Nothing against the beautiful art, it's very well done art, but why is it that all the men look the same, or feel the same? Maybe it's just me, but the girls do too. I'll give it to that. The girls do have this problem too. It's just, the girls' outfits are a bit more extreme, but the fellows and the ladies, they're just samey. That's my problem with it. They feel so safe. I was really disappointed when I saw the most recent Hollow Stars because, they're just men. They're just men with really nice clothes, which honestly is all of us. Well, I hope it is. I am just a man with nice clothes. I wish some of these people would also be old. We need some geriatric representation. Come on. I want to see more beards or mustaches. Where's our mustache-twirling villains? I want a mustache-twirling villain. Or at least somebody with a mustache. Just one. Some facial hair at all. What's with all of their lack of facial hair? I've noticed that too. Real lack of facial hair in all these fellows. This is turning into me. I've clearly had too much of this cosmopolitan drink, because this is just turning into me complaining again. I feel like the orc fellow had such a fun design. His orc design was fun. This massive, muscular fellow squeezing into this tiny little office suit outfit. Office worker outfit, blue collar, white collar worker sort of thing. It was fun. It was creative. And I wouldn't say he wasn't a handsome-looking character. A strong jawline. Good voice. Oh, well. Oh, well. It's good to see, though, that he's doing well. As much jealous as I am of him, I was worried that something had happened. I honestly was. Because, life throws curveballs at us. It really does. So I was worried. I fear that if I got into Hollow Stars, I'd suffer the slings and arrows of the same thing. Though I'd like to say, if I ever do make it into the big VTuber, big leagues in the VTuber industry, not likely, but if I ever do, know this: I will fight tooth and nail to have a mustache, if not a full beard. So if you see a full beard on a character, and he sounds suspiciously British but claims he's Australian, then you know who you're talking to. If I have a mustache too, I'll try for the mustache-twirling villain. That'll be fun. The thing is, go with the Australian thing. You can always go bushranger. That's a good setting. Do a generation out of, like, old-style criminals. Bushrangers. Phantom thieves. French. Like the sort of French idea of Lupin. Which is also an anime I know, but I also know it's an older story, isn't it? Can't remember. Yeah, to be honest, I'm very jealous too. And I would make myself known if you'd... Yeah. Just say like a catchphrase. You should make up a code phrase if it ever happens. Something really melodramatic and like something you'd hear in a movie. Some like code phrase like winter or something like that. And I'd have to agree with it to make sure that when you say the code phrase, I'd agree with another phrase that you'd know. You'd know. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Being, you know, a little secret. I wonder what my phrase would be. If I were to make a cult, what would be my secret password? Something to do with winter, certainly. Maybe something melodramatic. Here's Old Man Winter. Or something even more dramatic, like, I see winter comes for us all. Or, I hope winter comes for you. And then I reply with, like, and may it ever rule, or something like that. Something really dramatic, like a proper cult password. Because, you know, Eric means to rule. Or to rule eternally, I can't quite remember. Very dramatic name my parents gave me, but Winter was, of course, winter, so to rule winter is my name. Which is funny, because I'm Australian, and there is no snow here. I almost think my parents were making fun of me with my name. I hope it's cold on both sides of your pillow. Bit less innocuous than mine. Oh. May winter come for you, and may it rule forever. Ooh, very dramatic. Finish it. That does sound like something you would see in a story, though. Like, some cult, and you walk up. And then you walk up and you say, ooh, may winter come soon, and they say, look at them, and they say, may it rule forever. It's like, you know the password. Come in. I don't know why I'm thinking of these things. I like that one, but may it be cold on both sides of your picture was a strong contender. Well, I have to have something to reply. So if you say, I hope it's cold on both sides of your pillow, maybe I should say, in reply, well, it is winter. Of course it will be. It is winter after all. Perhaps. Something like that. It'd be fun to have a call and response, you know? I need to say something so other people on the stream can be exceedingly confused. I wonder what would make a good advertisement now. What would go into a good... Maybe we should make a stream out of it sometime. We'll workshop it. Yeah, we'll workshop it. We'll get to that. Maybe we'll workshop a good application, too. Good evening, Miss Winona, as well. Evening, Lord Theo. How are you? You realise, as you see, I haven't started playing the game yet. I'll get to it. We're having a good conversation, though, about rats and stores that handle food and cosmopolitans and hollow stars, actually. Good fun. I really need to watch. Tired? Fair enough. I'm not too tired. Went out for breakfast today, talked to some old friends, came home. I've been watching something recently. I have been watching a live stream recently. A step closer to actually watching more stuff, speaking of watching people. Still haven't been watching many VTubers, but I have been watching a live stream. Oh dang, I'm late. Don't worry, nothing's happened. Think, Jack? Nothing's happened. Sorry, I'm just rattling on. But hello, Jack, how are you doing? You feeling definite today as well? Hey, what was I saying? I was watching a live stream, that's right. Some fellows, some Japanese tubers, I suppose. They're not Japanese, but they're in Japan. YouTubers in Japan, let's go with that. have been doing one Sea Dog VA abroad in Japan. Have been doing a charity race. Actually just woke up. Oh, I see. Well, I hope you have a bright and early day. Sea Dog VA and abroad in Japan have been doing a charity stream. And it's been a joy to pop in and watch them ride across Hokkaido. Makes me almost want to jump on my old bike and ride across the countryside. Problem is, it's a lot harder to do that in Australia. By yourself, at least. Because, there is nowhere that's densely populated enough to do that. There's periods of 200 kilometers that have nothing there. Especially nowhere to eat. So, be a bit difficult without some sort of support team. But, yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun watching these fellows ride into the sunset. I'd suggest watching it. Like, Sea Dog VA is this thing on Twitch. And it's really fun. I don't know. It's also a charity for Immune Deficiency Foundation. It's been very good. It's been very good. That's what I've been watching recently. I never really get to understand. It's kind of a mix between the something. I used to watch a lot of... My father, you see, watches... Like, once he figured out how to watch YouTube, the only thing he ever watches are train journeys through some European countries that he used to travel through. And the people who buy motorhomes, funnily enough. My old father, ancient fellow he is sitting there on his smart TV watching YouTube clips. It's good fun. It's good fun. I'd suggest it. Good old charity streams. Good fun. But I should probably start this game. I'll get around to watching VTubers as well at some point, I swear. But let's go with the smaller screen as well. Oh, goddammit. It's not properly linked up, has it? Okay. Let's get this game up. Come on, game. Link, link, link. Ah. Once the music starts off, I'll turn off my... There we are. You gonna link yourself up, game? There we are. Sukeban. Games. Sukeban. And Yesperid games. There we are. Yeah, we know. Load. Day 2. Room. Shining Fingered. The Shining Fingered still sounds so suspicious. Let me turn the game, it's a bit loud for me. Do tell me if all the sound sounds good. Yes, we've already... Was there a reference? I just realized, was there a reference to J.C. Denton then? And get ready for work, fair enough. I feel like I just saw a reference to J.C. Denton just then. Oh, I already bought the hollow plant, didn't I? Oh, we're here. Radio. Never mind. It is an Outlook magazine. Oh, I see. That certainly makes sense for the name. I'm already halfway through my drink, too. As usual. Oh. She's got the hat on. The lost hat. Ah! Sorry, I feel like I had to, be surprised with her. Ah! Bwah! It's a sound you don't hear every day. It's always difficult to make the onomatopoeia for the, the sound. Write out the sound for the bloody fright. Boss. Of course it's the boss. Look at that metal arm. What are you doing with the helmet? She never knew where it came from. A white knight came yesterday. She left and, well, she forgot to take it with her. Did she eventually come looking for it? So I left it under the counter. Wait. Before the thing was out. Yes, what if they have, digital lice? I don't know what cyberpunk lice? Head lice? I don't know. I just remember having to have a really fine, rough comb being dragged through my head when I was a young man. We had lice outbreaks in the schools. Used to get... My mother would comb my hair with a fine tooth comb. Really roughly to get the stuff out. Because I had terrible hair when I was a young man. I didn't take care of my hair at all when I was a wee lad, a little ankle biter. A wee lad? A wee laddie. Not quite Scottish, but close enough. But yeah, when I was a little bastard, I used to never take care of my hair. Refused to wash it. Hated getting soap in my eye. And I had real problems with lice. But at one point I didn't, and I ascribed it to the fact my hair was so dirty, lice didn't even like it, or it was so oily, lice's eggs couldn't attach to it. I don't know why I'm talking about head lice right now, but I am. So I always ascribed once, for a long period, I never had it, even though other people around me had, you know, lice. And, yeah, I ascribed it to the fact I had very, very oily hair and oily skin when I was young. I don't understand how anyone could talk to me, because, oh, well, it's awful, awful pimples. If you think pizza face was a way to... I practically looked like I was being murdered every time I walked into a classroom. They were so bad. Scottish sounds like a drink. It does sound like a drink. Probably is, honestly. Not quite as colourful as the Cosmopolitan, probably, but yeah. But yes, God. But yes, for a while, I couldn't understand how people liked me. But for a while there, I ascribed the fact that I had, no lice in my hair to the fact that I actually, it was so dirty. Lice just didn't like it, or it slipped off. I didn't get that bad. Because there wasn't really all that much to do about it when I was a young man. There weren't as many drugs for it these days. In fact, it was in my, later years that Vtuber came out, and I took that to clear up some of the acne that I had. But it took a long time before the drugs came out that you could handle it. It was just awful. Just awful. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Acne I had. I did eventually start cleaning my hair, but it didn't help with my face, unfortunately. Funnily enough, I had oily hair most of my life, but acne got really bad in the late high school years. Terrible. But for some reason, I was still friends with everyone. I didn't understand. I always never found myself being bullied for my acne. Never. I guess everyone else looked just as bad, but... I never found I was easily able to slide myself into any social group that I needed to, and I guess I must have been a charming teenager. But I did take very good care of my hair in high school. I found it a point of pride that I had luscious, silken locks. They weren't very long, but they were very nice to the touch. They smelled nice. I don't know why. Even though that's usually seen as a very feminine thing, so it wasn't very well looked at by adults, that's for sure, but no one in my year found it that troubling. I was really an anomaly sometimes when I look back on it. I was really an anomaly. So I'm getting distracted. Head lice. Just act. She just acts, everyone. Comes for it. Fair enough. You sound happy. The summer is comfortable and cool and comfortable and cool and really, really cool. It's summer. Hello? Hey, governor? Straight to your leg, girl. Yeah, the traffic was... Ah! Don't run, you have work to do. I'm not going back to Hong Kong. Hong Kong? Chief? Oh, I thought you were someone else. Oh no. He's a criminal. They've got a right criminal! Apparently. Leave the rest up to you. I'll let her in Pluto Ward somewhere. Fair enough. The what, where now? I think never mind. Oh, let's change the... What's on the TV today? Cool. Yeah. More TV. I'd buy that for $1. $5.99. Let's stay on the Hassy Zero. Why not? She's happy. It's been tense past couple of days. Sometimes relaxed now. Great. We have a lot of money. I'm starting to realise. Excuse me. Are you all set? Yep. Hassy Zero. Yeah. You're like Zero. It's the cyberpunk. We're living in the cyberpunk days with all our, zero alcohol stuff. It's a great zero alcohol spirit called liars here. And it uses this phrase for liars and, lyre, the instrument, or lyrebird. Which is an Australian wildlife, and I thought it was very funny for the name for a trick. Liars, spirits. Hassy Zeros. Batteries not included. That's why it's zero. Zero energy. Gotta relax a bit. Only on Nintendo Wii, of course. Ah, yes. Let's change, shall we? Let's change, let's change. Let's go with that one. I think we already had that one. Oh, we already had that one. All system go. Where do I go from here? I won't do that one again. If there's a alcohol in the bar, I found a way to get drunk. Oh no. Those who dwell in the showers. Ooh. Nighttime maneuvers. A star pierces the dark. Let's go. Absolutely random. It's pretty easy to get drunk at a 0 alcohol % bar. I'll tell you a way. Go find the bloody methylated spirits they used to clean the thing. Hello, Hank. How are you doing? I'm drinking my delicious Cosmopolitan. Certainly not 0 alcohol, this one. It's got 2 shots of bloody vodka in it. Doesn't taste like it, though. The classic vodka, too. Got some Smirnoff in this Cosmo. Made in Australia, this Smirnoff. Actually. Distilled right here in Australia. Yes, the Drunken Master, J. Hank. Time to mix drinks and change. You, Soldier Boy. That's that song, right? You, Soldier Boy. Whatever that thing is. I'm not too sure how the song goes. Miss Kim. Oh, hello. And on the day, I've got a nifty assignment, too. I'm sorry. You're the one who paid for the drinks, Lars. Because of me. A drunk and made me fall like a goddamn log. All I'm hearing is that I got you your recommended 8 hours. Just what the doctor ordered, Lars. That's nice. That's all you have to say. What do you want me to say? Yeah. What do you want? Hey? Hey? Hey, Lars? What do you want? Hey? So I don't know why I suddenly turned into a little rat. If I had remorse over every client that gets drunk in here, I wouldn't be working. She makes a good point. But, oh, woe is me. True, moderately speaking, I shouldn't get people drunk. But getting drunk is the unspoken main purpose of my job. She knows what she's talking about. That's how you can handle it. What kind of answer is that? A reasonable, well thought out one that leaves very little area to argue back for. Takes the window right out of your sails. Donovan! Oh, Dono's back! Do I know you? You're in luck. Let's bless this place again. Oh, bless, is that what you call it? Now that smell of yours is certainly something that reaches high heaven, so I suppose it is blessed. Lucky says. Mr. Dono! Looking about? Oh, what can I get you? What do you think I want, Cod? A rabbit? No, we all know what it is. Old Dono likes a beer, doesn't he? A large beer. The soundtrack is impressive, yeah. Honestly, the main soundtrack that you get when the game first starts up is almost certainly a reference to the original Deus Ex. It's funny how we've played these two games so close to each other, because I feel like they're very close. I need to get 4 of those ones. And all this bloody stuff you can get. Mix. There you go, get your bloody beer. There you go, mate. Take your beer and choke on it. That's what I call service. No, you were just obnoxious, so I remember you. It's good to hear. What brings you here, Mr. Dunno? What brings you here, mate, old Dunno, eh? I've definitely had too much of this Cosmo. An article topic. All those crazy heroes came flocking to me like the first high school of the car. Good to see 90s tropes are still relevant in the cyberpunk 21st century. 22nd century, whatever it was. Based on poor sap. Supposed to do an interview today, but to hell with that. Thanks to all that shit. I found myself here, blessing your hellhole with my presence. Yes. Blessing it to high heaven. Yes, I do. How'd that come about? This is Gal is performing at a concert later tonight. Oh, a Gal. Dun, 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 dun. Too many details I'd have with her. And like I said, I'd rather work here than deal with a pack of competitive beepers, some competitive female dogs. You should really stop hiring intelligence girl, a gal. Gal performing, alas. A bird, so to speak. An old bird performer, Aries. You really should stop hiring those intelligent dogs. That was the interview. Easy enough. Gal had a price for knockers that help. Oh, stay classy, Donna. Stay classy. I'm wearing the Department of Lillum Sex Appeal, I tell you. What does that mean? Lillum? Are you referring to, like, Lilith or something? She was a Lillum, then. The hell is a Lillum? Those fancy King Class Channel 1A models. Anatomically correct. In every way. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? I'm finding out that myself. Ah, Dono, mate. You are like every old person I meet. It's almost like none of all of you were raised in a barn or something. Come on. Hey you, that guy with the John face. Haha. John. The hell is a John face? Yeah. Do I know you? Don't think so. He's probably seen you on a wanted poster. Enjoying the game, Eric? Well, yes. I think the drinks certainly help. I think it was a good idea to do these as mostly drinking streams. I even have a bit of a pre-game, as they call it. I have a drink before I start. Oh, it's an Android, though. I'm enjoying the game. It makes me really feel like I can get into it. And I feel like I was a bit taken aback by the game in the first stream. I also talk too much between phrases. But I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it. I'm letting myself just enjoy it, you know? I'll be hopefully making a few more jokes this time. If they turn a bit inappropriate, I do apologize in advance. I'm just getting into the bar atmosphere, you know? So, I'm pretty sure I know you. Does it? Hong Kong riots. Oh, good God. Man, he has a good memory. 10 years ago. I can barely remember what I had for breakfast. It's a lie. I actually had eggs Benedict. It was very good. It had salmon on it. It was delicious. Fresh salmon. Straight from the ocean. I've been Hong Kong. I certainly didn't defect any anti-riot force after stealing supplies. Really, that's a bummer. Oh, yes. Drunk jokes. I'm going to have to go make that other drink that I was planning to make tonight a lot earlier. So I'm almost through this, Cosmo. That's a bummer. The guy owes me a drink. You were in those riots, Mr. Donovan? Do I look like some anarchist hippie to you? No, but you do look like one of the ones who would secretly support them in some sort of sign of silent heroism. For money, of course. 10 years ago, I tried to start the silicon business. What kind of silicon? Eh? I was in Hong Kong talking with investors when those damn riots broke out. Oh dear. Bad timing. They really think the laws were trying to backfire. They were trying to pass backfire. Openly trying to segregate people with augmentations. Those dang hippie anarchists. Getting out of here. Blocking the highway. Yeah, that's right. Them segregational people. I don't know, the different capabilities you put in between. It's still segregation. But we use our crying segregation. You're doomed. Man knows what he's talking about. Not the top of a big, those dang orgs, no. The PR century. If you're gonna do that, disguise it a bit. You know, be clever about it. You know, be insidious. Be unknown. Pay off everyone on the news to cover it with sugar. So much sugar you'll give a man diabetes and kill him within 2 minutes. Those damn in there, Woodstock. Yeah. Those fellows going out to the middle of a field and getting stuck in wood. Or getting wood stuck in them. Oh god, that was a terrible joke. But definitely one that would have found itself that found itself well in Woodstock. Sorry. That was I know you didn't mean to say Woodstock, but it allowed me to make a joke, so thank you for your mistake, J-Hank. It's a very laconic way of summarizing the incidents. There's a political agenda revolving around cheap labour. The prime reached a developed stage because media was still instilling fear in the public. Ooh, yeah. Key factor on the plans. Ooh, power-hungry maniacs. We'll have a power-hungry maniac, don't we? Cheers to that, eh? Not at all relevant to the current times, are they? On second thoughts, maybe it's better to be laconic. Oh, that was her talking. I didn't even realise. Yeah, full boom may take you back beyond the Industrial Revolution. Yeah. As long as there's two people and some difference between them of any kind, no matter how small, they will find a way to fight each other over it. And when I got out of high school, I mean, she's like 26 or something. Scholarship in Hong Kong all because of that. Scholarship. No mean feat, brat. Those augmentations to keep their limbs intact. Well, you turn into a power hanger, a Deus Ex, so... Yes! But it's more that turning into a god supercomputer hybrid. Sorry, I heard something at the door. Turning into a god superhuman hybrid. That was very confusing. I don't know what the hell that was. Sorry, that's just a very strange sound. Don't know what that was. Can't see anything outside. I think a bloody possum just jumped on the door. Tried to climb onto the roof from it. That was very surprising. Sorry. Gave me a bit of a fright. What was I saying? Oh yes, becoming a god. That's right. Becoming a supercomputer god was just the better option, because at least then I was in control and I didn't have to trust the idiots in the Illuminati or, you know, blow up the world. Seemed like it was the mean choice. I trust myself not to be crazy. Not exactly a god. It's a supercomputer head with the intelligence to see anything possible outcome. Well, yes. A god that can make hard determinism a reality. Based on math. A god of maths. Oh god, there's a bang at the door. It's the bloody police. It's the bloody drop bears, I tell you, mate. Eesh. Drop bears, I tell you. Hardly go a day without them pestering me. It's the life of an Australian, though. That's why I've got the double-locked steel vault doors. Real good investment. Cost a pretty penny, but, you know, making my house the equivalent of a nuclear bunker was the way to go. It's just how it has to be in Australia. Wouldn't catch me dead without my high-security prison of a house. Ain't sure none of those bastards get it. So there would have been a language barrier. Yes. I always thought this lass was a bit of an intellectual. She does seem like this person who's heard of got a scholarship. He started because I was really into this one Chinese idol band. Oh. It's one of those things I don't rather remember much of. Those dang war boys from Mad Max. It is! Them and the Drop Bears teamed up recently. Real tough times for us. We just have to hope they don't get in cahoots with the emus. Then we'd be really stuffed. Emu-drawn carriages from Mad Max? Oof, frightening. Cassowaries, luckily, are a very independent force in Australia. They're too prideful and powerful to ally with any one force within our borders, so we're safe from them at least. And the kangaroos. The kangaroos are... far too busy. Sorry, just... my phone has said the Wi-Fi connect work does not appear to be on the internet, so I'm suddenly very worried. You appear to still have internet. Why are you talking about it doesn't have internet? What do you mean it has no internet? It makes me freeze. This is making me very worried, I tell you. There I am, back. Sorry, They're trying to starve me out. They're attacking my internet connection. I'm under siege, everyone. But yes, the kangaroos are too busy bodybuilding and fighting each other like frat bros. Fighting each other like frat bros over a woman that they don't usually deal with anyone. It's only when you wander into their territory are there a problem. Too busy getting drunk and playing beer pong and tearing each other's stomachs open. Chinese. So how to speak Chinese. The only translator I had available was some pizza face pencil note. Wallabies are pretty cute. It's true. So, well, things like bandicoots and any of the smaller sort of wallabies, koalas are wild. Yeah, they're crazy, aren't they? Kill you with cholera, they will. There's a lot of them, you know? Absolute massive amount of these little fellows. Wallabies are adorable, though. I was wondering there's a species, because you've got all these tiny little wallabies, and you've got these smaller ones. It just, the name is escaping me. What are they called? They're tiny little rodents. You've got quackers. Quackers are great, too. You ever seen a quacker? They're great. There's a species in Australia, can't remember them. They went, a part of some of them went extinct because of high cattle population. Real shame. Let's get back in the game though. Pizza face, like rude. I feel offended by the phrase pizza face. I was just talking about how bad of a face. And also, hello Laughy here. How are you doing? You joined me, getting distracted at every second sentence, as I always do. How are you? Are you doing well? I am, considering I am one way through a pre-mixed drink that I got for cheap at the Bottle-O before the stream, and a whole Cosmopolitan, which I'm about to finish now. Delicious. So much vodka. So much whiskey. Okay, I can learn Chinese economics. Well, I'm guessing a scholarship student might have a chance. He suddenly challenged me to learn Chinese. Yeah, he's trying to motivate you. Old people do that. You'll find me doing it too. Chinese. Hey Chinese, do you mean Mandarin or Cantonese? Had to Google quacker images. They're pretty good. Are they? You know, cheeky little bastards, don't they? Little quackers. Little island in Western Australia, if I remember correctly. Oh, quackers? I'm gonna look up quackers now to have them on my second monitor. The short-tailed scrub. They're also known as the short-tailed scrub wallaby. They are a wallaby. There you go. Didn't actually know that. About the size of a domestic cat. There's a lot of pictures of them because they're not very scared of humans, if I remember correctly, and they always kind of look like they're smiling. The famous one is of the quacker trying to grab the camera. It's adorable. Adorable little bastards. Currently, an insurance company has been using them as like their animal mascot. Because recently animal mascots have been popular, in Australia at least. You've got Compare the Market, a insurance comparing company that uses meerkats, and you've got HBF, or whatever they all... I know their names at least. Well, good advertisement, I suppose. I remember their names. And they used the quackers recently, because their phrase was, what a quacker shit. Because it's like, what a crocker shit. It was very good. Very good advertisement. They didn't actually finish the phrase. Of course, in advertising, you can't swear. So it's what a quacker, and then they'd have some comedic sound effect. But it's, you know, what a crocker shit. Great phrase, crocker shit. I believe it's an North American slang, though, crocker shit. If I remember correctly. So it's funny that they're using it in Australia. Very funny. Chinese thing. Tangerine, counter what? When you say Chinese, they're usually referring to the written word, not the spoken one. Therefore, there are lots of dialects in the Chinese language in Hong Kong, and a lot of people who speak Cantonese. Just saying Chinese won't work. You may have learned Cantonese because you're only going to Hong Kong. Well, learn Mandarin because the one spoken by the majority elsewhere. To Hong Kong, it makes to seal a deal. I have no idea about anything else. Good job, mate. Love a go-getter. Studio Scholarship can serve as me a Mars Blast too. Sure, on it. How does Boss's hair stay like that? Mars Blast, eh? Interesting. I was honestly not expecting him to actually ask for anything other than beer. He seemed like one drink sort of fellow. I admit I'm surprised he had the ability to drink any more. Mars Blast. It's not a very expensive one, actually. One of these drinks doesn't have to leave your face red like the actual planet. Spicy, manly, strong. Oh, sorry. It's a manly drink. Sorry. All blended. Blending's going all the way to the end, right? Heavy shake. There you go. Take your bloody Mars Blast. Believe your story, huh? Will you believe me, old Dunaway? Whenever I was ever in doubt, mate. But wait, so yes, there's a certain protocol here. Would you mind telling me if I said anything that could be used against me in a court of law? Everyone? Did we? These investors can be used as a lethal weapon? I don't think so. God, those sons of bitches. Glad to know you haven't changed your opinion. I tell you, they want unreasonable stuff, how they feel like they have more power than you do, and all that. Say that, but then again, it seems like something a lot. It seems to be something I say a lot when drunk. Yeah. That and racial slurs in German. Did he say any of those? I wouldn't know, I don't speak German. I have to ask my mother. And what? Tell you something, there are people worse than your investors. Let me guess, it's your employees, isn't it? That's sitting next to you right now. Oh no, your clients. Yeah, no, that's true. That's cool. Excuse me. Your readers, if your clients are always right, then you're wrong. Unless I'm the client, that is. Well, live in an era where PR is the first and only word in anything. PR. PR. You can pee right in this arm, mate. The shittiest of stuff and people buy it if you're the apple of their eyes. No, he's right, he's right. It's true. It's true. Weirdly enough, I felt like brand loyalty disappeared for a while, but then brand loyalty came back, I feel. Back in the day, you know, oh, I'm a true and true Toyota fellow. Toyota. It's over for you, then you're suddenly a criminal to them. Doesn't even take that much, honestly. Shouts of appeal. God's forbid if they ever catch you saying it's out of context. Maybe I should get a call. We're going to clarify we're talking about the animal and an article about cougars in the nearby forests. Oh dear, that's good. That's a good one. You should have done it about cougars of the human variety. That'd have been hilarious. Should have just released another article. Okay, we're going to clarify this by just making another article. What if old soccer mums crying about hurt feelings? Divorced soccer mums. Soccer mum. What an interesting phrase, you know? So evocative. Divorced soccer mums. So evocative for a phrase. In the same forest and thought they... well, you know, sometimes we do reveal a lot more about ourselves in our complaints than you think. Sorry. Pain in my leg. Eesh. Got a bit of a bad leg these days. Oof. Give me a bit of a curry recently. Eesh. Oof. Calm down, you bastard. This is one of them eaten by their damn names. All you hear is it, but the smell of rosy perfume makes my blood boil. Did they come and find you, mate? God. Hunting you down like an actual cougar would. Perhaps it wasn't too wrong. Make a joke. They're always out for blood. Why do I feel like you're a reference to a certain type of person in this day and age? Can't win, you will always offend somebody. Welcome to the world, my friend. Statistically, it's true. Take it graciously, many just love the feeling insulted. It's love to feel justifiably angry. To feel angry, but also to feel there is some justice behind it. Oh, it's such an intoxicating feeling, isn't it? Against something. Yeah. It's community, it's a group thought, a mob mentality, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just readjusting my leg. No clients, they're the ones you have to target. God, the most neutral way possible. Is it? That is not what you made it sound like last night, mate. I'm really feeling like there was a fair bias to everything last time. Mirror. Sure. Let's go with that. I'm glad Jill agrees with me. I'm totally wrong, but hearing it from his kind of... At the time, I need to get back to work soon. Really? Finish the interview, must be posted as soon as possible. Okay, there's enough of a problem already. Fair enough. Have you delayed the interview? The interview was supposed to happen last Friday. One of the interns, this meek little girl, was supposed to do it, and she just didn't. Something else instead. You passed the chick's face all over the front page. One last drink. Give me something bitter to wake me up. Dozed off. Why are you dozing off? Didn't I buy you a drink to not make you bitter? We want something manly, bitter. This gut punch sounds perfect. Just what I want to do with it. Let's give him a little amount. All aged and mixed. There you go, have a gut punch. Gonna go with the hassle. Let's probably do SoCal warriors. Social justice war. SoCal justice warriors. Not quite social justice. Swimsuits. Soldiers for arms and swimsuits. Oh, sounds like a great time. I don't know. I'm not too sure how much I'd enjoy facing down a man, a train station goblin with a knife, only armed with my budgie smugglers, but you know, be not I to judge others' hobbies, I suppose. Bond artificially tans folk with blunt objects, yeah. Interesting group, you know. I'd accept people born and raised in South Carolina, California, not Carolina. They go hellish training on a daily basis. After, no more people run around in swimsuits in this cold weather. They have an interesting view on the world and how it works, but they're pretty sensitive too. Too many outlets to have insulted them in the past, so they're trigger happy against defamation. Guys and guys, they do wear budgie smugglers. Ah! Planting their bag of batteries. They were still more polite than that pretty guys. You about watching banana, having it move at the same time as a bag of batteries is more pleasant. Something is a bag. As soon as someone is a banana hammock and a bag of batteries audience somewhere though. But I'm out. Thank you. Please come again. Yeah. Well, that was tiring. I think I have a problem. Don't tell me. Can't get the helmet off. For God's sake, lass. God's sake. Ah! Okay. Was that convincing? Very convincing? I think it was convincing. Very funny. Do you have the internet for help? How to take it for Valkyrie type Valhalla. Could break it, but I don't want to demo your clients properly. Do you know there? I just realized you said Valkyrie and Valhalla. Ah! We did, didn't we? Sounded like the title. What is that one? Ha! 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 Oh god, that laugh is burned into my brain. You see, my nieces and nephews, when they were young, used to play that game over and over again. They never finish it, they just play the start of it 100 times. And that's not too far from the start of the game, so I've heard that one more than a few times, I'll admit. Not a bad game, though. I did enjoy Final Fantasy X. And when somebody... You know what I thought about it? I don't hate that scene. Hilarious voice acting, but it does... sort of get across what they were trying to... I think it was intentionally bad. I'd like to think it was intentionally bad. Because he was trying to be... He was being awkward on purpose in that scene. Not to defend the scene. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. But the Titus laugh, I think, was actually a very clever piece of direction. Because he's supposed to be awkward. He's making an embarrassment of himself in public. So it being an awfully awkward piece of voice acting just... It's the piece de resistance to that scene. Oh, there he goes again. Wait a second. Sounded like I was trying to pass a kidney stone in the first part of that. Don't scare me like that. I don't think you can run out of air with this helmet. What are you gonna do? Is my help me? I'll give her a call. So no, here it is. Iris, I need some unclogging advice. Iris? Chief called a couple of times. Maybe she's a friend. Maybe she's fine. She will. There's no god or Buddha. She can always trust boss. Titus sucked. Ha! Not a fan of him. I enjoyed that game, honestly. I've played through it all the way to the end, as with most of the Final Fantasy games. I wouldn't call it my most famous. And you know, it makes you cringe tolerably, but I honestly think that's what they were going for. I can't... He's in public. Think about it in universe. Think about it in universe. He's standing very obviously in public. People are walking past. And he is just putting himself out there. Jill needs to shave. He does that. Yeah, Jill, that's not Jill. Remember, we're talking from our... We are Jill. Our camera is Jill. This is what she sees every day. Oh, look, 420. Isn't that a funny number? It's 421, but it's close enough. But I think the whole thing about Titus, it was awkward. Imagine someone doing that in actual public. It would be awkward. You'd probably physically cringe then, too. And if you wanted to say it, it shows how arrogant he was. He was a pop star when he grew up. So he just kind of does whatever he wants. Because he could do no wrong where he came from. Maybe he always laughed like that. Everyone was like, oh, that's just Titus, that popular sports star. Just love him. Oh, so handsome. I don't know. Cringe upon my cringe. I thought he was an athlete. Exactly, but he was essentially a pop star. You know, he was one of them star athletes. They set him as a fellow that everyone loved and adored. So you're right. Hey, honey, can you see me? I don't know. Were you supposed to be invisible, Dorothy? Oh, Dorothy. Oh, she's a regular. I can see you why. Really? Man, did they send me the wrong stuff? Who sold you what? Everybody screwdriver making in. Are you talking to yourself again? No, I'm not. Hello. Oh, Dorothy, wherever you are. Oh my god, we can see the invisible. We have true sight. We're like a D&D character. We rolled well. We rolled a 20 on our perception check. She didn't see you? I get it now. So a Vic jammer, not an optical camouflage system. Can you explain? See pictures of videos of somebody stripping or undressing? What your opinion of this character is? Well, I've just met them. So we'll find out. She seems to be a fun lass. Fun little girl. Considering she's at a bar and seems to be a regular, I'm assuming she's one of them Japanese animation little girls. We all know the ones. You know, those ones. The ones that are, in fact, 700-year-old gods or 30-year-old women. Fix a video of somebody stripping. The ones where your clothes are the only thing you can see and the other person in the visual. No. No, I don't know those videos where... That seems like a terrible time. Come again. There's people out there with a fetish for invisible people. And there you go. Doesn't surprise me. It's, some things are for some people, some things for others, I suppose. Maybe in a way... Well, this is going to sound very mean. Maybe in a way those people have the best time. Because an empty room to them can be the most tantalizing prospect, can't it? Their imagination is their enemy, and they don't even have to imagine much. They can imagine their real life. They have no woman that will take them to bed. Those people with that fetish for invisibility. I wonder what it's called. I wonder what that is called. But really, they don't have to do much work. They probably don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend or significant other to begin with. They don't even need to do any work to get themselves going. It's, frankly, I'm jealous in a way. It's weebs, is it? See a few good articles of clothing. Trying to find something that will let me cater to that fetish, but I kind of misunderstood my correct. Oh, so she seems to work in that industry. Fascinating. He's invisible, and he did. But I'm only invisible to cameras. That works! Wouldn't you call this invisible too with a camera or something? You have a point. Yeah, the nanocam module. Nanocam? Haven't heard of nanocam? No, I haven't. It sounds like you're about to start selling me something, lass. Do your adult shows now with nanocam. Military technology can be the recent branch into civilian appliances. They use nanotechnology to make fabric or other color of the texture you want. Change the colors of clothes, walls, or tables. Maybe I'll look it up. To into that though. I have a module that makes things also visible to the human eye. Oh, excuse me. Not perfect if you be an eerie, surroundings-coloured blob. And we Lilum see something different. Oh, so she's one of those Lilum lasses. So it's ineffective against stuff. Oh. So she's a robot of some sort. If I make the associations properly, as my memory serves me correctly. Stop again. Stop again. Nothing important. Oh look! The old lass turned up again from the beginning. Good mood, so give me piano woman. Sure. A piano woman. Sing me the song of the piano woman. Sing me. You got robots like this, lol, that female voice. Sorry, I'm not a voice actor, lad. Don't think I could ever do a feminine voice properly, except for the, oh, my name is, so, oh, I'm Eddie, oh, who is me? Give me a piano, woman. Oh dear. Maybe I misunderstood her request. All aged and mixed. There you go. Have your bloody piano woman. I love these ones, you know. Really? Couldn't tell. It's for special occasions. When I'm feeling good, or when I need to get out of a slump. Yeah. Hard creative work, Lily. Sing you the song, I'm Piano Man. And today? Today I feel good. Do you now? She also seems like a porcelain doll, doesn't she? That's nice. How's this for a bonus payment? Oh, the tickets from Friday. Next time I remember that. Yeah, it was so nice in giving it to me. Sing us a song tonight. Indeed, because we're all in the mood for a melody. And you've got us feeling alright. Hello, Cardbox. Coming in with a song, are we? Like a sudden musical you are. Hey, Cardbox. How you doing? Feeling chipper? Feeling spry? Feeling like you've sing the song of a piano man? That you'll sing us a song tonight? Too bad it was filled to the brim with dogs. Otherwise, I've joined here. Otherwise, I don't think that ticket should be valid. Again, I improvise. Really isn't contract involved. I'm doing good. That's great. Join us in the bar. Why does she look like that? You know, if you're long enough to start talking to yourself, we could hit an arrangement. Alright. Keep me fed and I'll keep you company. Oh, dear. Company in what way? Are we starting a business together? We're going to become two up-and-coming stars in the cyberpunk Silicon Valley? If I know to okay, fair enough. Good, she's setting boundaries. Good lass. Everyone should learn from her. Set your boundaries no matter your profession. Never mix work with pleasure. Unless work is pleasure. And then find something that's not pleasure, I suppose? I'm not too sure. That kind of fell apart as I was going for it, like many things. Cat that does all that. You aim to finish that sentence and I'll make you surely invisible. I know Jason can get drunk. That's a good point. Probably not. Wait, no, he can! I mean, you can down 100 beers and your screen turns into some sort of psychedelic landscape, which makes you think somebody put roofies in the beer. Fine, she says. Considers a standing offer, though. A standing offer? Oh, hey, Job. Ah, Dorothy. Didn't see you here last Friday. I was dealing with some stuff over the weekend. Aren't we all? And Monday. Was it a girl? I wish. Again, don't we all? What'd you do? What'd you do? She's excitable girl. Rather not talk about it. Hey, honey. What did he do? Gil's been a complete mystery for as long as I've known him. His past is like a nebulous mass that tries to bite him, but every once in a while. Oh, if only I had a nebulous mass of a past that tries to eat me in my sleep. Wouldn't life be more exciting? Nebulous. It's hard to connection what happened and when. Yeah, he was in the riots in Hong Kong to the point where he was an anti-riot officer in Hong Kong that stole supplies and gave them to the rioters. And then he interrupted its whole thing. You know, people lie. Does your boss know about it? She said, I'm not one to judge. Seems like she knows what the hell's going on. Without knowing, not really behouse necessary, and pain to think about. Fair enough. I'm right here, you know. And you can go right over there. Thank you very much, Gillian. Eh? Did I tell you ours? No, but... never mind. Oh yes, why was she wearing a helmet? Planning to go into crash derbies, I guess. I don't know. Found it, put it on, now she's stuck. Oh yeah, apparently putting stuff like that on is problematic. No shit. No shit indeed. I wanted to see if she could use a glass bottle as a... oh. Bit early for those stories, don't you think? It's true. Nope. By the way, it was weird I didn't see you yesterday. Coffee shop too, you know. Really now? I thought we already knew what your job was. The old man is alive, I am. I'm alive too. And hopefully, considering how dangerous this world is, hopefully not touching a live wire. See that much? Bit different, I work the entire day. Hard work at this last. Well, I'm alone, the dogs woke me up. Saw a really cute dog today at the pet stores. Adorable thing. Shih Tzu mini poodle cross. Adorable. Very expensive though. I did ask. Don't know if I should ask. Weird, but not kinky weird? Don't know why you had to specify, but sure. I'll leave it at that. Guy paid me to spend all day pretending to be his daughter. Oh, that's just sad. That's just sad. Did he have a messy divorce? Because that's tragic if he did. That or a car accident. Really? Got his home at 11 AM, dressed up as a resident, spent all day there. Yeah, it's paycheck's a paycheck. Sometimes when I was a young man, I wished I could have done something like this. A hired child. Suppose I do have these. Play some games, occasionally tell him I love him. Go to bed when ordered, and then leave. Nothing sexual. Yeah. I used to expect him to push me against the wall ground and have his way with me. After 3 years, it's likely that'll happen. Oh, he's been doing this for 3 years. 3 years, eh? Every day? Once a year for 3 years now. That's really depressing. I'm sensing some tragic past to this. I don't think so, you know, maybe after that I'm gonna have to heart attack over one more bad thing. Oh dear. Well, if I had a god to pray to, I would. But, you know, thoughts and prayers, I suppose, Planet Knives. I hope it gets better. It's a tough time. Sometimes when it rains, it pours. Sometimes when it rains, it pours knives. It just happens sometimes, I suppose. Don't know why I keep saying sometimes. Occasionally. Let's go with occasionally. And he also wanted to play a part of his daughter's birthday. Yeesh. Is it a... See, he died 4 years ago. Oh dear. Oh no. What he needs is a bloody psychologist, not a daughter. Just remember, also hi, but I hope things get better. Use me as we go to sleep. Yeah, well, you go to sleep, mate. Work hard. Get your recommended 8 hours. Yep, seem to attract that kind of people for some reason. Yes, happens. What kind of people? Nobody. I said nothing. Weird people? People who have a lot of death surrounding them? Give me a moonblast, would you? Sure. Moonblast. On the rocks, blended. Take that, mate. Something interesting about this drink, is there? Is it the fact it's called Moonblast? Don't actually like it, but I can't stop drinking them. Tastes like a bit of sugar drowned in pure alcohol. Small wonder you feel like that. Let me ask you. Yes, I'm single and I don't mind that you're a girl. Not what I was asking. Do you actually mind what anyone is? Seems she's got a very wide strike zone. Great baseball player she is. Or terrible baseball player. Don't know. I don't know baseball, so I'm not too sure what that phrase actually refers to, even if it doesn't even know if it refers to baseball. Not at all. It's not about that. Do all DFH-72s look like kids? Yeah, she is one of those robots, isn't she? Yes and no. The hell does that mean? Stop being bloody non-specific. Answer the damn question. Kids, because our development needs to be as close to as human as possible. Then you look like babies outside the factory? Nope. Every fresh TSN looking at 10 to 13. Makes it easy to upgrade later. Upgrade? Shooting tester can opt for factory upgrade. Side upgrades also developing something older. Ooh. Ooh la la, I think. Some go for it, some don't. Fair enough. I guess you haven't. But you go for it? I don't know. No, I'm a rarity. Don't find many like me in my line of work, so I have an advantage. Ooh. Able to cater to certain peculiarities, I suppose. Hey, she knows what to sell. How so? When people hire me half the time, it's not because I'm me. Fair enough. Car crash, he's currently in pain, got hit in the side mirror. Lecture, he went out and he has a concussion. Oh dear God. You really weren't lying. When it rains, it pours bloody knives. Jesus Christ, mate. Good God. It has been chaos. I'm not surprised, mate. Well, I hope it doesn't cause any permanent damage. I hope it's all just flesh wounds. Sometimes they take longer to heal, but at least they're not, you know, ruptured spinal columns. And people want some anime robo-boobity. Apparently. Not because of me, the amount of role-playing I have to do on a normal night is ridiculous. You should get an Oscar for that, lass. Looking underage, I lose advantage over everyone else. Didn't think about it that way. Yes. I can. Weirdly enough, I relate to it in a way on how I sometimes catch myself thinking about VTubering, honestly. And I imagine a lot of VTubers find that problem. If I lose this unique thing about me, or if someone else does it better than I am, then what do I have? Maybe that's why I was so embittered by that fellow in Hollow Stars. I felt like he was doing what I do. You know, talking about hobbies and rambling and being vaguely old. And he's doing it better than me. Well, it appears more successfully, I should add. I don't know better because I can't. It's subjective, but it's more successfully. Perhaps that's why I was so embittered about it. We're learning things. Thank you, Lars. Should make a good psychologist. Like for him, I'm trying to do what I can for him best I can. Just do what you can, mate. Do what you can. But don't destroy yourself. If he's alive and he's breathing, and he's got painkillers, he should live. Oh, he's better than a lot more than you, mate. Thank you. Thank you. But you know, when you feel like you have unique things, unique selling points, you're afraid to lose them. Also, why am I thirsty for milk? I don't know. But I do drink a lot of full cream raw milk. Probably terrible for me, but I do just like milk. I don't know why I said raw milk. Just full cream milk. How about when I was younger, you would drink from the milkman. The milkman would bring his glass bottles and you'd drink fresh milk straight from the farm. It's great. Love the stuff. You want some robo milk, do we? Should I think about it at all? Or if I ever decide to retire or something. But right now, I'm on the way up. Good evening, Jill. Oh, good God. Buddy J.C. Denton, Adam Jensen looking fellow here. Good God, he's come from the wars. He has. Look at him. Oh, what a rugged man. Raw milk like straight from the cow. Yeah, I was wondering what that would actually mean, but Well, a lot of it was mostly unpasteurized. So it sort of was almost raw milk. Maybe it wasn't a Terrence Jensen, yeah. Nice beard, love it. Kano is the Australian fellow from Mortal Kombat, isn't he? I know him because he's Australian. Nice goatee, like it. Nice swept back hair. Just loving this fellow's design. My arm just snapped through my body. It's great times. Jill Gideon, welcome to... Does that happen a lot? Not really. Happen less if Jill would just let people call her Jules. Call me Jules, no, sure. Every time you sit, you'll hear the king of your shaker. You know, Jamie, let me finish here. Sure, no, hi. Hello, sailor. Ooh. Sailor, eh? That's some old style talk. Hello, young lady. Ha ha ha! He's like me! Hello, lass. Hello, lady. I even put that on the thumbnail of my joke comment that I'd probably say that if I came into this bar. I'm very proud of this thumbnail. You should all look at it. On Twitter, it's probably easier to see, but I'm very proud of the thumbnail. I think I did a really good job with it. It has me with the right font saying, hello, lass. I should have said hello, lady. But hello, lass. Seemed like more appropriate for this girl. Adam, I didn't ask for this Jensen. Call me Dorothy. You're Jamie, right? Nice to meet you, Dorothy. Hey, let me buy you a drink. I couldn't let you do that. I insist. I got a hefty bonus the other day, and today I'm in a good mood. I suppose it'd be impolite of me to reject. Wow, he's well-spoken. I love this guy. Man after my own heart. That rugged face of his. Sure, I'll take your offer. Yeah. I have a big sunshine cloud. Be fine with just a gut punch. I'll be stingy, ask for something more expensive. I'd rather not. With the nature of the way she addresses people. Yeah, it always feels like she's trying to hit on someone. Let me get your orders. One big sunshine cloud and one gut punch. Big sunshine cloud, eh? So, 4 of this. 4 of this. An optional. So let's go with 5 of this. On the rocks blended. Ah. Did I stuff that up? I think I stuffed that up. Oh no, I did. Interesting. Did I actually make a proper sunshine cloud? Was it large? I can't remember if I made it large. There it is. Five, 1. And it's got to be a gut punch. Let's go with another 5. Aged mixed. Here and here. Thank you. Yum, yum, yum. Mm. Oh no, thank you, Dorothy. Don't mention it. Thank you, Jill. It's my job. It is our job, after all. Speaking of drinks, I should really make my next one for tonight. Something, private. Give you a price list. I have a convenient card with updated fees. I can give you a discount if you pay for the room or invite me to dinner. Very pragmatic. No, thank you. It's not about that. Is this another weird thing about daughters? Oh, hell, I don't think I can ask me. I've never been asked before. Is it true that the DHF, that's a company. DFC 72 line leaves tracking nanomachines in the other person after, well, every hole in the body, regardless of its original purpose? Not quite how we would have put it, but, you know, it's nice to be direct, I suppose. Good God, lass. Yes. Very classy man, this Jamie fellow. Oh, he's trying to dispel. It's true, but also not true. How to explain? Aim at the release when the body enters alert mode. Being assaulted or like that. That way the authorities can chase down the attacker. Wow! That's actually some fairly convenient piece of technology. Kind of buggy, though. That's fellows that get married, get nervous on their wedding night, and BAM! Their partners end up spending honeymoon in jail. Oof. Rough time. Right, the model myself and the still being released. I'd have to commend their tenacity, to be honest. Others like nations have improved performance, but that's just silly. Now I get to ask you something. Is that how it works? Go ahead. Much of you is still organic. Enough is that my skin still heals over time. Oh, amazing. That's what I mean. Honestly, to me that sounded like an ordinary question with no hidden ulterior motive at all. Be right back. See you when you get back. Nothing more, young lady. Ha! Gotta love a classy man. He's feeling very classy. Well, very, you know, old style classy, you know? See if I care. Don't go pouting on me, you little ankle biter. I'm gonna leave you with the meanie. Thank you, please come again. I go something else, huh? Yeah, she really didn't go that badly this tonight. Hard for not to root for her. Yeah, she's certainly honest and open. And clearly this word isn't too against that sort of thing. Shame our world is. I've seen some brilliant people work in industries that are seen as untoward and they do not deserve the stigma they're given. See, funny thing about that, in my family, my grandmother used to give homes for the night for ladies living rough, ladies of the night living rough. So and when I trained in paramedics, you meet quite a few of them. Mostly because they're the ones who tend to suffer. And so you really grow to have an appreciation for the work they do. It's a real shame, the stigma, you know? Some of these lasses, brilliant, strong-willed people. Just disappointing, you know? But they find it hard to escape the industry a lot of the time. I don't know if the industry is as badly stigmatized today, but back then it was terrible, you know? But I grew up treating them with respect because, you know, that's what my family did. We gave them a home when they needed one. A night, a place to sleep that was safe. It's interesting, though. Interesting the stories you hear. The fact they even tried to hide it when I trained as a paramedic. You'd go to their house and they'd try and hide it, but paramedics didn't care. Well, at least the paramedics I worked with didn't. They just want to help, you know? Just a shame. Sorry, I got a bit sentimental there, didn't I? Sorry about that. But yes, you're a kind soul, Windows. I was raised to be one. I was raised to be one. And granted, even I lost my way at one point, and I'll admit I've had some unsavory opinions in my life. But I feel I was brought back to the right way of thinking. By, ironically, my parents. They ran a tight ship. I'd like to say they taught me a lot. We all have lessons we learn from our parents. And though many may not like the Christian movement these days, I will account it, even though I myself am not Christian, and I won't admit to be. I will admit that my moral compass is based around Christianity. It's the compass that I was born with, and that is, my parents believed in killing with kindness, with treating others as you would want to be treated, and they would treat all like that. Even back then, even back when it wasn't seen as the right thing to do. By society at large, my parents would always treat anyone who came to their door with kindness, because that was their job. They were Salvation Army officers. They went to these towns and they were charity workers. They were there to be for the people of the town. My father would travel bars and pubs, essentially acting almost like a psychologist to these people drowning themselves in drink, trying to help them escape the demon of drink. That's why my father never liked it, because to drink himself, he hated it himself. To individualists, I know. And it's a shame to see the problems in something you love. See, I loved where I came from. And it's a hard thing to say because many people don't like it. I loved the Salvation Army. I saw so much good, and I felt like I did so much good in the Salvation Army when I was a young man. And I still, to this day, will go on the Anzac marches with the Salvation Army and spend time with the veterans through the Salvation Army, because that's just what I believe. I understand some people have had terrible experience with it, but the churches my mother and father ran, they were never like that. It's a shame because, you know, people get older and we feel outdated. My father struggled a lot with certain things when he got older. He still struggles with it now. I imagine it's almost because in his old age everything became distressing. It's a real shame. But I like to think I was given a very centered upbringing. We may not have had much, but my family never let me feel the sting of poverty through very, very hard work. I never felt I was lacking. Even though I didn't have the coolest stuff, the newest toys, I never felt jealous. I was instilled with a sort of protective arrogance when I was a young man that saved me from that sting of jealousy. It's nice. It's nice. I really am appreciative of my past, and I know many people can't. I understand I'm blessed for it. I understand I'm blessed for it. And I know many didn't have what I had. That food because I didn't close the gate. Oh dear. But yes. Sorry, I'm getting a bit very sentimental this stream, aren't I? Suddenly dropping into sentimentality. But now I got sick of this stream. Sounds like many of the dogs I've had. Not General. General's very far. Brother still alive? Many must be near 100. He's close. He's certainly close. Very old man. He is. My grandfather, though, he lived to almost 100 too. Almost 100. 97, I believe. Passed away. But yes, hello Tiberian. Hello, hello. How are you feeling? I haven't even gotten through half of the night. Because I keep talking. We're an hour and 16 minutes and we haven't even got through half the night. There's no crimes about anything whatsoever because of problem from time to time. Okay, I'm done here. Good job, Gillian. Go and take my... Gil, I need your goalie hands for a second. Care of my helper. No problem. Taking time from your break. Don't worry, I'll have to deal with me. This music's great, it is, isn't it? Just chill. Living the life. I just chose random songs from the playlist. Went to breakfast with my stepfather. Did it go well? I went to breakfast this morning too. Tiberian. I had an eggs benedict. An eggs benedict with smoked salmon on it. Or smoked salmon. Sorry, I forgot. Smoked salmon. Yeah, I think it was smoked salmon. Some fresh salmon. Oof, delicious. Was properly treated though. It's from Tasmania actually. Relatively fresh. I say fresh salmon, but Tasmanian salmon was great. Hamburger with a fried egg and bacon on it. Very nice. Classic breakfast burger. Yes, did it go well though? I was with some old friends. I have to deal with me. A strawberry milkshake. Ooh. I had an Earl Grey tea. It did go well. I had Reese's Puffs in a cup. No problem, Joe. You have to go with us and Gil's the only one serving it. Oh, so this is another regular. I could do with a milkshake, honestly. Maybe I should make some. Ah, if only I had some cinnamon. I could make a shaken Irish balls. Very enjoyable. I'm glad. If I had some cinnamon whiskey, I could make a shaken Irish balls. Damn. Ah, well, I'll make the drink I already planned to make. Yes. You want something else? Mars Blast. Oh, another Mars Blast. Another Mandy. A bartender, a tender bar. Huh, very fun. Another Mars Blast. Why does everyone get a burger but me? I had a bloody... I didn't have a burger. I had a bloody, Calm down. I had a Eggs Benny. Mate. Bloody Eggs Benny. What a name for a drink. Yeah, Mars Blast. I feel like it's almost... You know, I'm honestly surprised Mars Blast hasn't done a collaboration with an alcohol brand. No, Darwin. Oh, I see. Went to a supermarket too. Got the ingredients to make a milkshake when I was there. Ooh, very nice. Oh, I stuffed that up, didn't I? The Irish thing. Oh. Shaken Irish, but that's an original name, actually. I laughed when I thought of it. Because it's made with Irish cream and Fireball. And it's a milkshake. Granted, shaken also... Also, you can shake it. You don't have to make it as a milkshake. You can make it as a frappe or a shaken drink. But it is a milkshake I originally made it as. With Fireball and Irish cream. Hence, shaken Irish balls. There's also another one that I made that had hazelnut liqueur as well in it, which I believe was called, The Irish's Fiery Nuts or something like that. It was a stupid name. I was fairly inebriated when I made the name. Well, I was very tipsy and I was with my niece and nephew. I was thinking of what the funniest name could be. And, when I made a hazelnut drink that had Fireball and Irish cream in it, I called it Irish Fiery Nuts. I thought it was hilarious. Old man getting tipsy? Probably need to drink more to do that. I think my buzz is oh, god damn it. Oh, no, that was right. God damn it, I forgot. Maybe I am tipsy. 6, that's right. That's what I did wrong. I just did 5. I'm getting distracted by talking. Once we get onto the break, I want to make my other drink. There we are. Have your damn Mars Blast. Bitter and mind-numbing, just like the war. Oh no. Oh no. Of course, he does look like a cyberpunk veteran. Cyberpunk vet. Life's a war, we fight it every day, Jill. Ah. So you haven't been to war. Not an official one, at least. Good to know. Something I've been wanting for a while now. What could that be? First was how professional assassin can be so polite and pleasant to be around. Oh, there you go. That answers that question. But I guess your line of work doesn't have to have any bearing on your personality. Actually, I feel like that's a very... Let's see, yes, you did say it was free. I didn't get it. Sorry. Thanks a lot. What about how it can be so calm here? I worry about the police or something. First of all, I can be clean as possible. Fair enough. I don't come here looking for trouble, so I don't raise suspicion. And finally, you can thank your boss for easing my mind about other folks. Eric is about it. Do you want Irish balls or Irish nuts? No, it's fiery Irish nuts. Thank you very much. Slightly different. Written Beyond Light and the Witch King campaign. Good job. Proud of you, Pen and Knives. You defeat what's beyond light, which I assume is the Witch Queen. Why don't you compare my boss? I've seen when she's done. I feel safe here. She could take care of things if I went haywire. You haywire? You? Don't mind that. I'm going to mind it now. Yeah. Me and Jill think of the same wavelength. Wouldn't happen to know how she got a mechanical arm, would you? That she lost her original fighting a cyborg wrestler that gone rogue. Just a rumor though. Damn, still don't know that. Tried asking her? She told me it's more interesting if it's left a mystery. Those people. Oh, I did it myself too. One of my young friends, once I broke my arm when I was a young man, hyped me up, saying that I had fought a crocodile, that you should have seen the crocodile. I thought it was so hilarious, I started saying that as well. So, at least she might have started some of the rumors herself. Unbelievable, because she's her. We all would love to be that sort of person, wouldn't we? How drunk do you have to be the name? We drink simply Irish testicles. Well, why I name them that is because they're stupid pun names. But you see, I was trying to think of what... You know, a lot of bars in, you know, fancy, modern cocktail bars love naming things. Modern cocktails all have stupid, silly names, like Sex on the Beach. And it's just... You know, when you go to those bars, there's always something silly. And I wanted to kind of channel that sort of feeling. Like, if I were to start a kind of trendy, you know, cocktail bar, that serves, you know, cocktail dessert bar or something like that. I'd want to go trendy, silly names that adults would laugh at. Most of it, and we all know that adult jokes are very childish. So that's what it came with. Fireball and Irish cream. Easy. Irish balls. It's a pun on the name. And I guarantee you a tipsy 25-year-old would kill themselves laughing about it. And, you know, fiery Irish testicles is a triple one, because, you know, the Irish are known for having red hair, quite often, them and the Scots. And then you've got Irish cream and Fireball. Fireball itself is a red-themed drink. So you've just got... the name makes itself, mate. You couldn't not make that joke. It's perfect. Fiery Irish nuts. It's got hazelnut. It's got red Fireball. And it's got Irish cream in it. It's referencing the fact they have red hair. It's great. It should be on a menu. In fact, I am almost certain it is already on a menu somewhere. There is no way it isn't. If it isn't, it's a crime. It's quite the show. Good news, the helmet came off and you can take your break. Finally. Always a pleasure, Jamie. Thank you. Last break. Alrighty then. Break time. It's time for me to go make my second drink. Save it. I don't know why I keep making saves. But I'll come back in a moment. It's going to say I'm going to the Pulse and Throne because I'm doing that as well, but I'm also making the other drink. Because recently, I got a nice cup today. That'll be nice, so I can finally make a drink I was intending to make last time. Be back in a moment. Rightio, I'm back, everyone. Sorry for the wait. Just lost one of the ingredients to this one. Last time we played, as I get this thing, I'll explain what I'm doing. Last time we played, I lamented the fact that I didn't have a proper glass for one of the drinks I made, so I had to make another variation of the drink. So this week, and this time, I was walking around a shopping center recently in one of those kitchen outlet stores, and they had the exact glass I was looking for. And there's the bloody picture. Ooh, I'm gonna just make it bigger for a moment. Look at that. Look at that beautiful cup I found. And that is a Moscow Mule. I think this is some of my best work with pictures yet. So yes, another vodka's the name of the game tonight. Cosmopolitan's based on vodka. Moscow Mule is also a vodka-based drink. I also have these adorable little cans of Bundaberg ginger beer that work perfectly. Looks like a pot for an indoor plant. Yes! For some reason, Moscow Mules are put in copper pots. Granted, this one's actually stainless steel, not copper. I'm glad, because I do not want to have to polish the damn thing. I've owned copper stuff before, and it is a pain to keep shiny. But yes, this is not copper, it's stainless steel, but it looks like copper, and it looks very nice. I think I really did outdo myself with this picture. Look at it, looks beautiful. Got that nice frosting on the glass from the cold liquid inside, and it looks like that because I did some goddamn movie magic. I am not lying. I'm too proud of what I did. Actually, this picture was taken before I made the Cosmopolitan, at about 6 o'clock. That's not actually the drink I'm drinking now. I am drinking out of the right glass. I don't think you can hear it from that, but that is the glass. But that's not the Moscow Mule. In that picture. I'm too proud of myself. It's a beautiful picture. I love it. Nicely scented. I see why they use this copper pot for this drink, because the drink doesn't look very interesting, I'll admit. It's just ginger beer, vodka, and lime. It's not a very interesting looking drink. So they always garnish it with mint, which is always a nice garnish. And they put it in these copper pots with a lime wheel, as you can see. And it looks quite nice. And I got one of these copper-looking pots today. Threw some water and some ice in. Put a lime wheel and a mint sprig on top. Took a photo of it. And it turned out wonderfully. It also made it faster, because I would have spent far too much time trying to take the perfect picture otherwise. So yes, I did some advertising magic. Sign me up, McDonald's. I'll advertise your burgers. Because I know how to do that movie magic. Get that perfect frosting on the glass. But yes, that's just me patting myself on the back. I was very impressed that evening. So you drink soil? Yes. It's soil. It's a house plant inside it. It's actually just a mint plant that I've covered in vodka and lime juice and ginger beer. Yes, good stuff. Point is, I think the picture's very nice, and I'm proud that I did it in sort of a movie magic advertising sort of way, where you know it's not real. You learn that all these advertising techniques they use to make their, they use spray bottles to make the drops of water go perfectly down the glass to make it look refreshing, and glue to make everything look beautiful and shiny. Point is, I was very impressed with myself. I could have gone the whole time without you guys even really knowing that that wasn't the Moscow Mule in that cup, but I just couldn't stop myself. It's a nice picture. Never heard of that growth medium. Nice pic. Thank you. I tried very hard. I'm glad you appreciate it. New background, too. It's the same cloth, but I've moved it to a different location. So I don't have the shadow from my phone that I take the photos with. I was honestly worried about this one. The frosting came over quite nicely, but the glass is mirror-like if it doesn't have the frosting on it. So I was quite worried you'd see a bit too much of old Eric. Not that I was naked in the photo. I'm making it sound like I wasn't wearing any clothes. I take all my alcohol photos in the nude. I don't know why that was why I said it. It makes it sound suspicious. Let's get back to this game anyway. Now that you've all praised me for my, well, good picture-taking abilities. Let's go. Go to the end of this night. Shall we? I was intending to only go for 2 hours, but, eh. I'm feeling good. Let's go for another hour. Which will mean it'll be less than 12 hours. I might have to delay the stream tomorrow, actually. If I do go for another hour. I might have to delay it to 11 o'clock. And I already delayed this one to 8 o'clock. Honestly, I'm terrible with these schedules. Hey, Andy buddy! How you doing? Spies from a mile away. I was more into the fat. Randomly just woke up? Wow. It wasn't random. It was fate. It's 5 AM, oh dear. Yeah, let's keep the same jukebox. 1 minute, oh, you know, fine, thanks. How'd you get the helmet off? Grease button was jammed with ashes. Be sure to use it at the point of voiding the warranty. Save in case she comes back, okay? You're compelled to put it back on again. Hey, it's open! Great! Welcome to Valhalla. Good evening, what kind of place is this? I don't know, but you've got a white face, so I'm going to assume it's... So yes, how are you feeling, Andy, other than feeling weird that you randomly woke up to 5 AM? I'm feeling good. I just started my second drink, and I took a really good photo of it, and I'm super proud of myself. Very proud of myself. Now, I'm a feeling she's the one that we've been talking about. She's got that white face, so I assume she's not one of those androids. Afterlife? Don't worry. Yes, I've heard of that one. Can't say I know much about it. A place without knowing what they are. Kinda, yeah. Bit of a free spirit, this one. This is a bar! And it's a bar that'll set the bar high, that's for sure. I don't have a bartender Eric to serve you the first drink of the day. Yeah, what do you want? I have to run a my... Oof! Dear oh dear. I am not jealous, that's for sure. My hands are absolutely covered in the ginger beer that because I, for some reason, in all my wisdom, mixed the damn drink with my hand. That's nice. I'm glad you have one. What can I get you? What can I get you, mate? But no, a drink that I don't drink much, to be honest. What do you recommend, Faye? What do you normally enjoy? I like tea, okay? It's not something I can work with. A lady after my own heart. She likes tea. Actually, I bought more tea today, and a new infuser. My old ones were... the hinges were dying. And also, they were really cumbersome. And there's these fancy new ones that make it a lot easier to infuse stuff. I do miss living at home with my parents. They always had such a good collection of tea-making stuff. And I keep losing all my things. And also, I just... infuse are nice, but inconvenient. Yeah. Point is, she's a woman after my own heart. I have flavors. Bitter, but not too bitter. Sorry, it's too confusing. Something bitter, but not too much. Maybe something bitter and girly. See what I can get. Girly. Sunshine cloud. That could be good. We got sparkle style. That's sweet. Blueberry? Sweet. Fluffy dream? Sour. Fascinating. Moongrass, sweet. So really, they've given me one choice. Sunshine Cloud. Music is hopping. Everyone says that the moment they enter this place. God. These fellows really nailed the soundtrack because it has been a 5-0 for the soundtrack sort of thing. 100 out of 100. 100 out of 100 people will agree. No, I just kind of... The BGM is still on? Oh, is it? I thought I turned it off. Shh. I swore I turned that thing off. But it worked in the save screen where there was no music. So didn't notice. It was quieter, much quieter. The question is, what genre is the music? I'll admit, I couldn't say myself. Shh, BGM. Shush. Try this. Get severely inebriated because I put alcohol in it. And the stars always shines in the dark night sky. What, Venus? The glow that will guide you through your sorrow. Why might I feel like she's about to start advertising something to me? I'm the Northern Light that will show you your dreams. We do not have the Northern Light. This is Australia. This is down under, lass. Get it right. We do not have the Northern Light. We only have the Southern Cross and the... what do they call themselves? The, guiding stars? I can't remember what they're called. Finding... Celestial South. Music when I came was Mizak. I think it's also called smooth jazz or soft jazz. Ah, God, my leg. It's the Southern Pointers. That is. The Southern Pointers. That's what I was going for. This is Australia, lass. There is no Northern Light. Get Polaris out of here. We only have the Southern Cross. Like the bloody Australians we are, mate. Yeah, the bloody Northern Lights. Get this out of here. Can't believe it. Coming in with the Northern Lights you are, mate. Terrible. Well, you got the Southern bloody Cross. And the Pointers, mate. Can't believe it. Coming in here with this Polaris bullshit, eh? Can't believe it. So, just really got into that joke. Okay, what's the next line? I'm Kidda Mickey. Are the sparkles, are they stars, or is Kidda sort of like an action? Yes, we always are, aren't we? Is Kidda an action, perhaps? Is that why it's in the stars? Or is she like Star Kidda, Star Mickey? It's a bit of a mouthful, lads. Maybe shorten it? Go with Mickey or Miss Kidda? Got the Aurora Australis down there. Yeah, but it's not what we use. See, the sort of Polaris was used in navigation, wasn't it? The North Star. And we've got Aurora Australis. Yes, we've got the Northern Lights, but she was referring to like the star, the guiding star. So, I was more talking about what they used to find Celestial North and Celestial South. I don't have the energy for that right now. Yes. I was just going all out then. Fueled by Moscows and mules. I'll go back to sleep. Fair enough. You do that, mate. You sleep well. I'll enjoy my Moscow mule with my movie magic. Again, I'm just Kidda Mickey. Here, let me help you. I'll say Kira, you say Mickey. No. Okay, she's certainly Kidda. Mickey, mate? Mickey? Is it Mickey?
Hey, Mickey?
No, put more spirit into it. I work at a bar, lass. Do you think I have spirit? Well, Jill especially is a woman who works at a bar. Do you think the spirit hasn't been sapped out of her by all those energy vampires that turn up and ask you things like, have you ever faked an orgasm before? For God's sake, lass, come on. Read the room. What do you want about then, eh? Eh?
Yeah, mate.
Go to the train station goblin.
Kira. Mickey, mate. Eh? Come on, give us a ciggy, bruh.
Almost there. No. Kira? Mickey. Kira! Mickey! Kira! It's got more insulin. I'm just gonna go even lower and more ridiculous. Mickey! Good God. Kira? Oh my God, everyone's getting involved. That's it. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it, mate? What am I supposed to be feeling? Butterflies? No, I think that was just the dinner I did. The dinner I butchered. Oh, I didn't talk about that, did I? Oh, the Italians would hate me for what I did to tonight's dinner. I'd made some pasta. A very nice pasta. A spaghetti, a bolognese sauce. I'd saved the bolognese sauce, but I hadn't really cooked any more spaghetti. But I didn't realize I was so short on spaghetti. I forgot to get some more today while I was out, which is a bit embarrassing. I think best to grab some. Don't. So I didn't have any like spaghetti to put with my bolognese sauce. But what I did have was dry ramen noodles. So I just, you know what not? They're noodles. They'll probably work. They sort of look like spaghetti when they're cooked. Not as long. And they're also made of egg, I think. I don't know, actually. They may be egg-based, the ones I have. Noodles are noodles, exactly. But I think by making that dish, I offended both a Japanese person and an Italian person died of shock at the visions from an angry god they saw. That was that meal. It was interesting. And then I ate it all in about 3 minutes. Not that fast, because I needed to get onto stream. Get out! Oh, we're back to this. Sorry, I got distracted. Mickey, oh my God, he's back.
Mickey? Kira? Mickey?
It's like, Kath and Kim. And don't you ever forget it. At this point I said, that's my name, don't wear it out. Love that this lady, clearly she's very sure of herself, this girl. Very sure of herself. Glad she's very sure of herself. The hell am I doing? Where are we? I just tell you. Wow, you're good. Yeah, she is. Thank you. It's nice to know I still have it. Did you think you didn't? Have a concert a bit. Oh, okay. I need a lemon that's put on the concert tonight. Oh, so she is a robot. One of them robot lasses. This is the one old Dono probably interviewed him. And one Lilum who's putting on a concert tonight. I don't know how I'm the same Lilum you're looking for. But now down here. What brings you to this side of town? Aspirations, so I snuck out. Seemed like a good time. Obnoxious while that's going on, so I just had to go. We've all had those sort of people, that's for sure. One problem about metal glasses is, God, they perspirate, don't they? So much condensate on this glass. Because of the cold metal. Whoosh. So much perspiration. And it's in winter. It's very cold. It's fairly cold. Well, it's still winter. It's fairly cold here, and you'd think it wouldn't perspirate so much, but there you go. That's Queensland for you. Glad to check this place out. Bit dangerous. Are you pretty mad? Yes, he probably will. First time I've done this. You'll need... Yes, it's true. Bit diva, but yes, it's true. He does need you. Bit diva-ish, though. I'd hate to work with a performer who acts like... thinks like that. That'd be terrifying. How big is it? 100,000 people and sold out fast. I'm just a bit over 100,000, nothing much. Show in a couple of weeks. It's nice. She's very blasé about it, isn't it? And there's other performers, but mine are very loyal, and that's nice. Oh, that's not many fans. Oh god, she's making me feel terrible, guys. Can you guys duplicate yourselves several 100,000 times? Make me feel better about myself? Is that how that works, right? Just split like bacteria. You'll be in no time. Oh, but they aren't very loyal. It's not many what exactly is. Miss Mickey. Don't get it. Let's start with... No, we're not doing this. Oh, I like that. Do you have anything soft? Soft as in alcohol-free? No, I mean soft as in soft. Soft. I wonder if I've had any drinks that are soft. Hello, champion. How are you? I'm trying to think of... if I've drunk anything in my life that I would describe as soft. There's a teas, I suppose, that have soft flavors. I'm good, I'm glad. I've just missed my weird talk about talking in a weird Australian accent, but... Good Moscow Mule, though. Soft. Trying to think of things. Soft. Hey, champ. Remember my old name? You're really testing an old man's memory with that. If you've changed your name, did you change your picture too? Because I feel like your picture's vaguely familiar, but now I think I'm second-guessing myself. Oh dear. I apologize. Oh, then how the hell am I supposed to remember? If you've changed your name and your picture. Oh! It would take 20 years to finish. You must be Ali, correct? Ali... Jensen? Ali, I remember. Ali, right? Or Lee. I'm not too sure. The sweet taste of... Oh, I remember you now when you said the 20 years to finish. I remember you. I remember you now. Old Ali J. I'm good with names, but... What you did to a poor old man like me is essentially walk up to me and say, well, have you're like a man who've walked up to me with complete facial reconstruction surgery done and a new legal identity going, do you remember my old name? No, I don't. But yes, it's good to see you. How are you? So glad you remember. Oh, I remember names, but now I'll make sure to keep that in my mind. Mine's as sharp as a steel trap, mate. Nothing gets away from me. I say that. Fair enough. I'm good, thanks for asking. Yeah, I think I remember, yes. Nah. I told you before I was Ali. Did you? Okay, maybe my mind isn't as sharp as a steel trap. And how are you? Well... Of the last... How many hours was it? I think I drank at 6. So, over the last 4 hours I've had 3 drinks. With more than that in standards. So, a bit tipsy. A bit joyful, one could say. Having a good night. It's fun. Fun stuff. Soft. She said soft, right? It's hard keeping that stuff in mind. Oh, no. I try. What would be soft? A lot of stuff happens in between. Fair enough. But yes, I'm doing well. Working hard. Quite tired these days. I don't have much time to stream. I'm prepping for a trip to Japan next year for an extended period of time. I've managed to nabbed myself quite an interesting opportunity, so I'm doing quite well. And it'll be interesting to do that next year. Oop, we've got... It almost sounded like I was about to start playing the Mario 63 water theme. You know the water level theme in Mario 64? I remembered that. That suddenly came to mind when I heard this song. Soft. And I would start with the first string and just read soft. 63? 64. Yes, Mario released in 1963. And I was a young man. So a legendary blonde. Soft! Blue fairy. Sounds great. Mario 63? Nice, yes. Not a bad game. Aged well. Though I will admit its sequel 64 had some good points as well. Yes. Oh Mario. It just always it makes me laugh. Certain things. It's an actual game. Ha! Huh. Is it now? It must be a parody, correct? It can't be an actual Nintendo game. Bad made. Yep, that's what I thought. Aged and mixed. Let's throw a couple of shots of it. Make her drunk on stage. I've done something terrible to this lass. I just realized she needs to, be more theatrical mixing drinks. You know, I've always wanted to learn. It's a 2D game. I see. And like spinning bottles or lighting drinks on fire, that kind of stuff. Ooh. You know, I've always wanted to find a drink. There's one technique that I found that I can do, and that's firing the oils one, where you squeeze like an orange peel and you have like a match in front of it, or a burning piece of wood. And you squeeze the oil and whoosh, and it's just... Because all the oils they're flammable. And when you squeeze them, a lot comes out and they go out in these streams, like straight lines. Because they squeeze out and they come out in streams out of the pores of the orange peel. And it makes this... It makes a very cool little flash of fire, but it actually does make a certain flavor. But I just haven't gone looking for a drink that has it yet. Or maybe there's sometimes I've found that I don't have all the ingredients to. It's a real shame. I should just do it to a drink that has orange peel on it anyway, like a Negroni or something. It's good fun. I don't know, 7, section 6 green films. You know a lot about ROM hacks. Can't say I know much about them. Things like spinning lightning, but yes, the point is, I also want to learn more about being more theatrical. It seems like fun. Why don't you try getting into parties? Why don't you try those tricks? Gave me a nasty bump in the forehead when the bottle slipped his hands. Nah, it's nothing. I hear drink. Yes, it does, but you sometimes part of the experience, you know? Putting on a good show. She knows what's up. You remember a lot of things when you're into it. That's true, that's true. Very rewarding, you know? I'll keep it in mind. Flash! Oh, savior of the universe. I once worked along a teacher, that, we always used to call Flash Gordon. He pays me. He owns me $60. Oh, okay. Make sure to get around to him. And when I'm having drinks with him next time, I'll tell him that old Alley, Champion Alley's looking for his $36 back. And I go for lunch with old Jeff himself. Old Baser. But yes, we knew a fellow we called Flash Gordon. Because he always used to have exceedingly polished shoes. This came out of 6 Oh, damn. His shoes are just so shiny. He must have... And they never had a blemish on them. He really took pride in those shoes. I'm getting mixed up. That was a different person. Actually, no, the Flash Gordon was when I was a student. We made fun of him. I'm getting confused. Flash Gordon was a teacher I once had. Not somebody I worked alongside of. I did also have somebody who was like that. That was somebody else. Different story for another time. Point is, Flash Gordon was a teacher that I was on back when I was a young man. So I had a boss that did something similar when I was at the same age. He didn't have shiny shoes, but he was just so prim and proper. We always made fun of him for it when I worked alongside this other guy. It's because, I've gotten very confused about this story. I completely started telling the wrong story with the wrong names. Point is, Flash Gordon was a teacher that I had. He hated me, specifically. And he had really shiny shoes, and everyone called him Flash Gordon because his name was Mr. Gordon. And he was a bloody prick. A right bastard. To me, at least. I don't know what I did to offend him. But I ran around with his shiny bloody shoes because he probably cared more about shining those shoes more than he cared about teaching students, honestly. We're one of audio experience to the next level. I have a PSP. Give me my K-Bears KS2, Jeff. Oh no. Yes, bloody Flash Gordon. Bit of a prick. Bit of a bastard he was. I don't even think Flash Gordon, the actual thing, was out when we called him Flash Gordon. I'm starting to realise Flash Gordon was something that came out much later than when I was that old. I was 1980s, so yes, it was far, far, far later than that. We called him Flash Gordon because he had flash shoes. And he was Mr. Gordon. It's now gained an hilarious level of pun. That's... You know, it's another one of those things I never realised. That... Ha! That's another one of those things I never realised. See, my memories just associate the things. Because years later I would tell that story about Flash Gordon, and then everyone would immediately associate it with Flash Gordon, the 1980s movie. But that teacher was my teacher before Flash Gordon was a movie. Like a decade before, even more than a decade before it. So people associated with it. And then my brain... amazing. Sorry. Took it out of filming them. Okay, goodness. Let's move on, though. Want to sign it? Sure, I guess. That's a comic strip, I think. Was it? Oh, we just called him Flash Gordon to get flash shoes. Back in the 30s. Oh, was it that early? Maybe it was a reference. Honestly, I didn't read comics. So I'm starting to think that the whole Flash thing was the movie, right? Or the Savior of the Universe? That one was, I'm very confused. I'm all addled. This Moscow Mule is getting to me. Yes, I didn't read comics, so I wasn't aware until later that it was related. I'm going to go to the boring science fiction. Do as you please. Back out of it. My boss, maybe people would like it. There we go, girlie. For Jill, then. I was Queen the soundtrack for the film. Yes, that's what everyone associated. What do you call them? They have good customer service. Oh, do they now? You know, I can't say I've ever watched Flash Gordon, I'll admit. Not my reputation. Never lose your star. Get in there. That's a pretty autograph. Thank you. Thank you. Many fans you has a fair share of stalkers, right? Well, there are two kinds of people that obsess over me. There are shy ones that follow me everywhere, just hiding out of sight. And then there's my fan club. What's the difference? Fan club follows me around a lot too, but they usually keep a distance. Actually, I think they're waiting for me right now. I see. They're also very organized. They make pretty good soldiers. Don't they all? The stalkers are a bit sneakier and don't act in groups. Really bothersome, huh? Actually, they're not that bad. Stalkers are nice when you get used to them. Wow, I've never heard that one before. That's a new one, Nas. The future does really bring new things, doesn't it? Being protective and being mowed. There's another that breaks into my house once a week to make me breakfast. Oh, charming. Just charming. Lovely. Amazing. Beautiful. Oh, the 30s! Really? Maybe it was a reference. He had Flash shoes. Maybe I missed the pun back when I was younger because I never read comics. So I wasn't aware that Flash Gordon even existed. I read novels. Your Lord of the Rings, that sort of thing. Your Dennis Wheatleys and that sort of thing. I still have a few Dennis Wheatleys. He's sort of a bit racist these days, looking back on it, but they're really beautiful looking books, so I keep them. There you go. Falls from underwear draw the same way they find it. I take pride in how neatly I organize my underwear, you know? Don't we all? Old liqueur question, I guess it's the same. Ah! God! So many people in this world I think I'd get along with swimmingly. She collects old liquor. She likes tea. It's like 2 people than me. Oh, women after my own heart, I swear. It isn't. Do I get you? One more drink before I go. All that should have settled. It's a bit late for a concert. Hanging up a night till dawn. Like this one? It's supposed to close with a song called Sunshine Stone. Ooh, very nice. Very thematic. It was accurate. The sun should come up just as I reach the climax of the song. Depressed if they ask me for your love is a drug. An encore, though. Sounds nice. There's a ridiculous price, you know? Yeah, fair enough. And you find you shouldn't have bothered? One time I bought expensive coffee at this one cafe. It tasted like filthy water with cream. Don't know if it was the coffee or the god that served it, but it was bad. Don't we all wonder? And that sucks. I'm glad you know me. I'm bitter. I really need to wake myself up. Well, we know the drink we should go for. Go with the butt brunch. Sunshine Cloud would be fun. And it doesn't need any... We'll give her something bitter. Not with any alcohol at this time. Completely non-alcoholic. On the rocks, splendid. For a Sunshine Cloud. Bitter, girly, and soft. There you go. Try that one. Bugs, how's it? Sweeter, but delicious. There we go. Really nice. Thank you. Lost your identity. What? It's a very specific question to ask. Do you mean my legal identity? Isn't somebody has stolen my identity and used it to purchase a car or something? Or do you mean, like, actually lost my name, like some sort of spirit stole it or something? Well, you had a couple of things, yeah? I mean your identity. Forgotten who you are. Whoa! This lass has got some serious eyes. He's suddenly staring daggers. No, I'll admit, as far as I'm aware, I have not forgotten who I was. By the very nature of forgetting who you are, you usually don't remember, so I can't say if it's happened. But God, this suddenly turned serious. This is some philosophy, some Theseus shenanigans. There's a change in expression, yes. No, not really. I did. Alright. What's this? The Japanese sound is always like, eh? It's just an art, isn't it? I would have guessed. First, it was hard for me to play the part, you know? Satisfaction with the concert that I decided to invest myself. And I overdid it. How so? I became invested in the character that I forgot who I was. Oh dear. That's frightening. Why does I feel like it's a pointed point? At VTubers, in a way. Okay, what did I like? I don't know. Where did Kira Mickey end and I begin? You know, I'm just a bartender. These sound like questions you should probably give to your psychologist. Just don't know anymore. Tragic. I don't know why I need to know that. That's rough, mate. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Rough, buddy. But you have such a decision. In fact, I know I'm performing a noble duty. Did I feed you too much? Did I wake you up? Did I wake her up into an existential crisis? Did I give her too much of a bitter drink? Was the bitter drink so bitter it and lacking in alcohol, she just awoke from her fugue state stupor she had let herself slide into, where she doesn't feel the dissatisfaction of life and the slow erosion of her own identity. We have to deal with many stressful things in everyday life. Yes. Work, debt, sickness, and security. The black slime that comes out of every sewer every full moon. Alright, didn't know that, but glad I do now. Don't know what will await you every morning. True, yeah, I'll give you that. Don't know if you'll make it back to bed that night. Again, true. Cons of are the pros. Are you going... You say cling to it. And for many, I am that thing. You are? I stop myself from being themselves for 4 hours. They're not nurse, an office worker, or a store clerk. Those 4 hours. Wow, the music is really matching this. It's part of the mass that goes to see an idol. No religion, no gender, or social class divide. We're all at the same level. Cheers to that. I was not expecting this. I'm worried. Why do I feel like I'm gonna get stabbed or she's gonna blow herself up at this concert or something? You know, cheer them up. Make me feel life worth living. When I see the people call my name on the stage, I know they're thanking me. Thanking me for that single moment where they can be happy. That's what I love about the stadium. Down below while they're up high. I'm forgetting who I was before, that means I can protect these smiles. So be it! So be it! She sounds like she's doing a speech, you know, like at the end of a movie. So be it. If I must make this sacrifice, so be it. God, but it is not this day. A sacrifice many times is needed. Because I live for them. Because I know I help them. I am the star that always shines in the dark night sky. I am the glow that will guide you through your sorrow. I am the northern light, again, it's Australia, no northern light, that will show you your dreams. I am Kia, Nikki. Huzzah! Cheers to that, everyone. And don't you ever forget that. I won't. Good God. Yeah. Fan club, to me! We ride! Very good. Wow. She's something else. You're telling me, mate. I feel like I should ditch my shift and follow. Yeah, she really riled us into a frenzy, didn't she? Well, the truth. Give me a sec. Her real name is Michelle Kingston. Deployed about 2 years ago. Oh, she was a soldier, was she? Oh no, deployed. Oh, she's a robot, sorry. I associate the word deployed. She's a robot, she was made and then deployed. Got it. No, she could have been a soldier. I'd want her for that sort of speaking ability. I'd want her for a commanding officer, imagine that. Motivational speeches she could give. Also the absolute tearing down she could give at boot camp. Amazing. I'll talk then. She was drunk, and a very peculiar drunk. Figures. Quite the motivational performer, though. Yes. No doubt. Boss, we're done. Alright then. Feel like going to that girl's concert? Don't think so, don't have tickets anyway. Boss, does the name Red Comet ring any bells? That was my moniker during their wrestling days. Ha. The Grand Slam fighters. Saw me coming? They couldn't stop me before I crashed into their heads. Red specifically? That way I was nearly 3 times faster. Yep, red goes faster, everyone. We all know that. You like wrestling me? Actually, I say when he saw you, just kind of remembered it. I'll back sometimes, maybe you'll like it. Maybe. Good kills clean glasses today. I'll leave now. Take care. And boss, don't cram anything in your head without thinking, please. Yeah. Grab a snack on the way home. It's on me. Flawless service, everyone. We are just so good at this. Can browse her blog. What time is it? We'll probably stop here, I'd say. It's at a perfect time. 2 hours and 40 minutes, or something like that. So we'll stop here for now. I don't think we need to do any more. 1 day a scream is probably good. And I do need to get up for another scream tomorrow morning. We'll be playing Thymesia. So, I don't know, is she like the ghost? Yes, I do wonder about that ghost. She did turn up today. It's nice to say that she turned up. We'll look at the other stuff tomorrow. So good at getting people drunk. I know, right? Spectacular at it. Give it a cheeky save. Hey. Bit of a little save, eh? And give it a quit. We'll look at the rest of the blog and the stuff next time. Next week. Jump to the title screen. And we'll jump to this side, shall we? So, how are we all feeling? How do we enjoy that? I think I really got into it that time. I really let myself go. I also got quite sentimental, so I really went through the stages of being tipsy, didn't I? What do you want, Steam? Yes, you can restart and start the update. Damn it, Steam. Glad I'm so good at getting people drunk. Good fun. I really loved the motorful speech at the end. It made me want to go and do something. I don't know, ride a bike across the country. Very fun. Very fun. But yes, nice music and interesting characters. That's essentially all this game has got going for it, so it's good that it did well. And it seems to be quite popular to this day, this game, so clearly it did two things and it did them very well. Good music, good characters. It's a visual novel after all. There really isn't much to do with it. Except for visually nullifies. I don't know where I was going with that. Have you checked Discord recently? Not today, I would say. Yeah, I haven't quite finished yet. Let me... You guys all jumping the gun. Calm down. Yes. No problem. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. It's been very good. I'm glad you all came. Not as popular this time as it was last time. Last time we did a stream at this time, we had so many viewers. Not many this time. Interesting. Just the normal regulars. Let me check the server. Or me, I assume. Use your schedule with your right hand to your lapel and your left hand up like you're presenting something. Got it. I'll have to get to that. I need to put a reminder somewhere so I remember to do that. I'll use this jury duty letter. I'm not using it anymore. What intonation of novelization? I've already answered this jury duty letter. I won't be doing it. Too old. You bloody jury duty. Time period. Oh well, I'll stick that there. I'll probably wake up early tomorrow, so I'll do that when I can. Thank you, I've got the message Tiberian loud and clear. Anyway, I suppose we should probably finish quickly. It's been a good game. We'll be back for it tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll be playing some of that Thymesia, some sort of Souls-like. So we'll see if I actually like it, eh? Other than that, thank you all for watching. You've been a great audience. Strange that it wasn't as popular this time. And, as always, good night, sleep tight, and don't let the rigors of cyberpunk capitalism bite. Cheers. I'm gonna finish this drink and go to bed. I'll be up. The stream may be delayed to 11 o'clock. Maybe. We'll have to see how I'm feeling when I get up tomorrow. Cheers!